And we're live. Hello, friends, family, and all of the viewer. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing. That's usually what you say at the end, I guess. Oh well. Yeah. How's it going?
What are we doing here?
Yeah. What are we doing here? Good question. Last time we, while waiting eternally for this event that Gozak has been tasked to come oversee or whatever. Um, You guys were looking for Solvay's body after her untimely self-destruction in a pocket plane of some sort. Um, and you found it, finally, after finding Tim, sort of offhandedly, I guess. Two different groups took two different approaches. One of them led to Tim. The other one led to Alros, I guess. Sort of. Yeah, in a weird way. Um, Tim teleported you guys down to the sub-city where you followed his very loose directions to a place that he believed was correct because he had a hunch based on his magic ability to sense magic, he said. Um, and you went through a few glyphs and creatures on your way there. Found yourself face to face with a Hellfire engine. Even an even worse one, really, because she had built it as such. But you did defeat it, and then sort of talked to Trili. A little bit of bad cop, bad cop, bad cop, classic style. Um,
Hey, there was a good cop in there.
I don't know if there
And there was
was.
a confused cop.
Yes, it was. Oh yeah, yeah. It was bad cop, good cop, bored cop, bored cop, bored cop. That's right. That's what it was.
I still just say confused cop.
Yeah. Sideline cop? Is that better? I guess not. Maybe not bored, but just not active. I mean, I guess you don't really need 6 people for an interrogation.
Heckler cop.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. Well, that's just normal. But anyway, you got some information out of her. Danielle.
I was just gonna say, isn't that all cops?
Ooh, spicy scream. All right. But yes, you got information out of her. It seems that she was wearing a necklace which could support a body or object, and it did have, or a person or object, I guess. In this case, it had a body, which was that of Solvay, and she was revived shortly after a very successful ritual. And now Emma has 2 characters, so no. But then Trili was given a very forceful suggestion to get you guys out of here, bypassing all of the potential dangers and things that might have happened. When and leading you up to the surface where you guys came out to hear a man yelling, and in classic Porto hairstyle, is hailing still. And this man drops a pretty, I don't know, pretty scary, the end is near, and the time of dragons is upon us, kind of thing. And then he got impaled by a piece of ice. He is now limp on the ground, and you guys have approached, perhaps, to check it out. So that's where we are. Quick reminder, Elros, you are carrying Trili. I believe she has been conked. So yeah, like a baby, I think was the exact words. You were cradling her, which isn't weird at all. So here we are. Yeah.
It feels a little weird that you left out the alternate party, where alternate Elros and Atticus are up on the surface with Trili, and the rest of the party is figuring out how to get out of the labyrinth.
That's
Feels
somewhere
kind of weird you left that out.
in the multiverse, but not here, not today.
Every session we'll do a recap of the other one.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, somewhere in the multiverse, Gozak's wandering the desert of the Bald Dunes, while everyone else is like,
Exactly.
"What the fuck?"
No, there's 2 other people.
Oh
with them, I
yeah,
think.
no, I think someone went through. Maybe Raynard? I can't remember. Anyway, someone's there. So here we are. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? This man just got impaled. You guys are standing in a little street, not like a major street by any means, but just a streetway surrounded by some workshops, some buildings. Looks to be a brewery over here. There's a little marketplace kind of off to your right. Just a few vendors selling things, people shopping. Not so much like a market square, but just like there was space here, so people set up shops kind of thing.
So people are chilling when there's
No, they.
human-sized icicles falling from the sky.
Well, okay. To be fair,
Someone's probably been
they're not
being killed.
human-sized icicles. These people are uh disassembling. I guess their market stalls. This is what it is more than anything. But no, they are taking things down as fast as they can. A few of them look like they are just about to turn and leave anyway, just leaving the stalls. But yeah, that's where we're at. It just kind of started to, and you guys hear the kind of the wailing of their like storm siren system, essentially. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, I guess the natural move is to head for cover. So, is
Okay.
there like a solid overhang or some building? You mentioned a bar.
It's more of like a brewery. It's not so much like a come in and check us out brewery. It's more just like here's the place where it is made. So you could potentially go that way. This over here looks to be this kind of section here, looks to be just kind of like a fenced in. This is the brewery. So there's people coming and going. These two guys right here are about to turn around and make their way inside because they do look like they're selling ale, presumably out of this brewery. So they're kind of going that direction. Oh, and the fence is moving. But yeah, they're going through this gate here. This lady is, I guess, run into the alley. It doesn't look to be a whole lot of solid cover around you right now. But you guys can attempt to just move on and look for more if you'd like, or whatever.
Well, like,
Go
the
ahead.
gate to the brewery is open and people are going inside.
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily look like open for the public, but I mean that doesn't mean you can't rush in there and make a case. Well, it looks like it was opened to facilitate the workers going back and forth kind of thing. But again, that doesn't mean you can't,
Can't finagle our way in.
yeah, make it go for it kind of thing.
Do I have any idea how far we are from like the nearest police station type of thing?
Let's see.
Or has it been mentioned? I don't think it's been mentioned that you were, or not Vesper. Oh god, two names. Oh, I'm
Solve?
losing it. Solve, yeah, but Solve was Magma Corps domain, so I'm gonna say to ask, but no.
Solvay did look around earlier for some Magma Corps members, but didn't find any because you guys were basically found yourself come out on a Shadow Street kind of thing, and it was like probably not gonna find any here.
I love how uncentered it is.
Yeah, it's ugly.
It's pretty bad.
What?
Maybe you can add some spaces behind it,
Oh.
Oh,
or just leave it. Beautiful how it is.
The overlay. They'll never know. I'm still so confused why Zeus has a question mark. Anyway,
Oh, are you?
this.
I am, yeah. Alright, so you guys are paralyzed in the moment. We'll say. And you guys notice that there are a larger ice chunk. So the one that hit him again wasn't too terribly large. It just looks like it just hit the perfect angle. And the guy wasn't exactly, a warrior of sorts. He was just an old man. But there are now 3 large chunks falling from the sky in your direction. Fairly noticeable.
We better find some cover, everyone. This is gonna get bad. Yeah, no, we'll just. I mean, Sutra's gonna go for the brewery. God.
Alright, sounds good.
The old
brewery.
dwarf let us in before. People are probably like pretty used to it by now.
Alrighty, sounds good. So you guys make it. Oh, sorry, Grant. I was trying to move over with you.
That was bad timing every time there.
I should just put it under your control, but it doesn't really matter. You guys make it about this far. You start your speed walk or jog or whatever across the courtyard. When these large pieces of ice do land on the ground, Sending. Oh, hold on, let me grab them, I guess. Boom. Sending a shatter of ice out, just like ice shards flying out around. So if everyone would make a dex save for me real quick.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Like,
Every single person.
oh damn.
As
I
in
think I might re-roll that one.
all of the players.
Well, I'm just making sure because it's like 30-foot range or so for some.
Yeah, these things are impacting pretty hard.
What about the one right next to Solvay, Prospero?
So only Solvay and Atticus don't get +5 to roll.
Ooh,
That's
unlucky.
okay. It wouldn't have helped.
Is this 10 feet? Yeah, okay. You know what I should do is I should put a token on you, or what color aura do you want, Grant?
Pink,
Pink, hot pink, or
obviously.
obviously. There you go.
Duh.
Oops, let me put that in your. This is something I actually should have done before, but I never thought about it. So anyone standing in hot pink now gets +5 to their rolls.
Oh, you lied. Go would not get it. Also,
Rude.
Liar.
I can't.
Take away the aura.
It's useless. Oh, I gotta roll from Rossborough. Hold on.
Rossborough.
Rossborough. What did I say? Did I say Rossborough?
Yeah.
Rossborough.
Perfect. +5. That's
Rossby.
still only a 9. All right. So
No, it's okay. I rolled mentally and I got a 20.
that's
So,
so
nice.
crazy.
Ooh.
Nice.
Tested.
Super
Yeah.
weird. Super weird.
We'll just average it and call it a 30.
Okay, so Gozak, Atticus, did you reroll? You did. It was still shit.
It
Unlucky.
didn't get. Okay,
Sorry,
thanks.
I just so Zoot, Atticus,
Rude.
Gozak, Vesper. Oh, Vesper's 14. Not Vesper.
It halved my health again.
Nope, it is Vesper. Prospero. Everyone except for Elros failed. And it's gonna take 22 points of cold damage.
That is pretty freaking rude.
Yeah, as the ice shards are going to shank you quite a bit. And Elros, you take 0 naturally.
Wait a second. Well, it doesn't matter. Sulfate like doubly fails because she has a -3 modifier to everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
She's fine. She's
All right, so
fine.
these giant ice chunks shatter outwards and kind of send out this cold puff of air as well. Just like it's like a weird little explosion almost, like a shockwave. But as the air clears, and you guys keep running if you'd like, if everyone wants to make another move. You do see that they seem to have landed weirdly perfectly in a way that they're sitting upright. With a smooth face and a kind of jagged, icy back to them. So the smooth face on one side and the icy back on the other, almost like someone cut through like a rock or something. So anyone that wants to have moved again, you may
I was just gonna look up while we while we're moving for it.
Make
while
a-
we're going for it.
make a perception check. You do not see any particularly large pieces, or any sort of anything that could have dropped these necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what you're looking for.
I mean, more or less. Also, if there's something that happened to cut this large piece, did it look like they were all part of the same piece? Then it was like cut down into like 3 different parts, or is it looks like, or does it look like purposely crafted?
No, it's kind of hard to tell. They're weirdly like perfectly smooth on one side, but they don't look like they were all one of a third, or like they don't look like they're all a third of one. Sorry, I said that backwards. They just look like they seem intentionally made in some way. It's not really certain what, but also with that perception check, you do see the face of this one as you're looking back. Is interrupted like a droplet landing in like a droplet of water landing in a smooth like lake or something, and you see a creature coming out of it, which is obviously quite far away from you, but It's just breaking through this as if going through maybe a portal or something.
Can you answer my question I asked before we go to the next part?
No.
Okay, then I would have been inside.
Okay, sounds good.
'Cause
So yeah, walking out of these icy chunks, you see a wolf about the size of a horse. White fur, bright blue, kind of palish eyes. And you see its breath kind of exhales a little bit of frost. You guys can continue your way inside, of course, but there is one coming out of each of these rocks.
Oh god damn it.
So what do you guys want to do? You guys want to continue inside?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Trili.
Can
Are there-
Prospero talk to one of them?
You can if you'd like. Have you been following the rest of the group inside? Everyone so far is making their way towards the brewery.
Prospero's gonna back towards the brewery, but then start talking to one of them.
Okay. Do you have a particular language you want to speak in, or
The wolf one?
the wolf? Are you using your beads? Is what you're
Of
saying?
course.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, so you cast Speak with Animals. What are your beads?
Are you nice wolves or mean wolves?
You definitely know that it understood you. However, instead of answering with words, it just snarls towards you. Almost like a bull like huffing before it scrapes the ground kind of thing.
Nice doggy. Before we get this party started, would you mind telling us who sent you?
You hear this very low, I literally cannot talk today. Low growling, I would mind. And it's gonna start its way towards you.
What should I do with
Let
Trili
me-
real fast?
In a language you can understand. Awoo!
Well, Trili's like tied up, blindfolded, gagged, right?
Yeah, she's all knotted up and knocked out.
I mean, we can leave her for a second. This only takes a minute.
I'll kind of put it in the corner here, like
Okay.
gently, so she doesn't wake up. I think she's knocked out. So
Place her down against
Yeah.
the fence, sure.
Is there a fence there?
Yeah, this is the dark gray.
Like a picket fence?
I was thinking more chain fence, but it's a pretty low kind of. So
then. Like, sorry. Then I didn't realize that part was fence. I thought it was the other parts. I'll put her back in this corner then, real fast.
okay, so that would be.
Wait, no, put her back against the fence.
Yeah.
What
She
do
will
I
be the
what do I do? What do I
I'll
do?
put her back against the fence.
Okay.
Assuming that
It's not
the
a tall
soldier doesn't
fence,
put
and
that.
it's not like there's no like barbed wire. It's not like a jail fence or anything. It's just a pretty casual kind of like, just more like here's our working yard. We'll try not to go beyond this kind of thing.
Jasper handcuffs her to
Ah.
one of the chains.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Finally.
Um,
Hey
Another use. for
guys,
handcuffs.
did you know
So
Vesper
first-
has handcuffs?
Hey, I use these plenty, okay?
No, you do.
This is the
It
most
it's
utility
like,
we've gotten out of
Yeah,
anything we
it's like-
have.
I mean, but not in
you
combat.
found so
No.
many uses
Yeah.
for
Oh.
your handcuffs, and you don't even say half.
I have them.
Unspeakable uses.
No, actually though, you guys have used them like in combat because it was
Yeah, we cuffed.
Use them against Holt Huxley,
Holt. I think one other time, too.
and
I think we've cuffed a couple
Yeah.
people.
I think we all need a
Yeah.
set of handcuffs.
everyone's getting.
We need
It's
more.
cuffing season. Everyone's getting cuffed.
Well,
Vesper's engaged.
There you
while
go.
trying to figure
There you
like
have it.
while trying to figure out what's happening, I'm just gonna walk up front also.
Okay. All right. So if you
Like
guys
in a messing way, like I'll just like put my shield in the way.
if you guys want to roll initiative, while we are seeming maybe at least some people to engage.
Are there? By the way, are these people?
Yeah, I can move them. They have all now definitely those that weren't fully packed up. took what they had, or at least like
Okay, I just wanted to verify because
yeah.
that changes how
They're
stuff
just
works.
chilling.
There's still some people in the general vicinity. I mean, they haven't made it too far yet. It's only been a short amount of time, but they are not wanting to fuck with this, as the kids say.
HP just wants to know how many people he can fireball at once.
Yeah. What's the collateral gonna look like here?
Yeah, and how can I maximize it?
Oh god.
I hate myself.
Hey, you could do team attacks.
Ugh.
Plan your
fight
attacks
together.
together.
Wait.
So Somebody's
Nope,
gonna throw
that's
Vesper.
right.
Did you do the minus
Lady
3?
power.
Does Solveig get minus 3?
She does.
And-
Oh,
Yep.
true. Yeah.
Thank you.
It is an ability
Thank
check.
you.
I got you. Happy
Don't
to
they
help.
tag for us? No. Oh,
All
God.
right, Gozek. This is a little awkward because you are definitely the furthest securely located in the brewery, which like there was very minimal resist to you just like walking through. They kind of were just like, this is sort of private. You know, it was like we get it. This is Port O'Hare. This is not even their 100th rodeo when it comes to hail. Maybe the wolf thing, but so what would you like to do?
I'll walk up to the door and see the wolves for the first time.
Yes, taking a few steps.
Wolf
You
just
know-
decided it's gonna eat him first.
It's taking a sniff. So we'll see what happens with that.
Oof.
You know, it's the hair here is just terrible, and
Yeah.
Und
so I guess I'll walk over to Trili and I'll start trying to drag her inside the brewery.
She is handcuffed.
She is. Yeah. So you try to pull her, and she's stuck on the fence at this point.
Idiots.
It's a group effort.
So
Hey, she dies to hail. She dies to hail.
how tall is this fence in front of me?
Oh, it's not too terribly tall.
You said chain link, but chain link fences come in a variety of heights.
Yeah, it's more like a casual, like kind of 4 foot, 4 feet kind of thing.
4 feet's pretty tall for a fence.
Yeah, that's
He's 2.5 is kind of the casual height, I think.
3 feet then.
Waist high.
3 feet is counter
Sure.
height, just so everyone knows.
Yeah. High enough
Was
where
I
you can run.
detailing kitchens today? You bet.
You're just preparing then for this moment. It's easy to shoot over without problem, or interact over, unless you're, I guess, Zoot,
a gnome.
not walking in the air.
Hey, but yeah, Zoot, you said 3 feet, right? Zoot
Yeah.
can fly for 3 feet in the air.
Yeah, sure you can, because you're old as fuck.
It's cool, baby.
What's the play?
what does
I don't
age have
know.
to do with that?
I've never
Oh.
never one to attack before being attacked. Unless they deserved it.
I mean, they are giant wolves that growled at us.
That's true. That's true.
They-
Okay.
They look
If
nice.
we were having this exact same conversation in the forest, there would be people for being against killing the wolves.
Zoot would not be one of them. Also,
So-
this is also not their home.
That's
The
true.
forest could arguably be considered their home.
Come on.
I mean, they just
What's
came
the
out
play?
of our home. They lived in the ice.
Oh,
Also,
yeah, I guess acrobatic orbit.
all right, go ahead. Benjamin, in regards to your offhanded question, they Fairfolk learn to do it more / better. When they're born, they can't use their ability, but then as they get older, they actually learn how to do it higher, I guess. That is gonna hit this thing. It tries to dodge, but it's I mean it's a pretty large creature. It's pretty easy to hit, especially for trained, battle tested, I guess. Sorcerer. I don't really know where that was going, but you've been around. You're an adventurer. Does hit, Any specific flavor you'd like?
Lightning.
Lightning. Classic. The classic.
Lightning
Alright.
flavored.
Hits the side of it with kind of a little shocking explosion. This thing looks more angry now. Big surprise.
Because
Atticus.
it was nice. It was just gonna give
No,
us a
you know,
hug.
I wouldn't say that it was looking nice. But it definitely doesn't look nicer.
Who's gonna give us a hug? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna play my trumpet.
Well, dude.
Give everyone advantage.
Ah, a big dude.
Yeah.
Already.
Dude.
You play your instrumental.
Attacks and saving.
Anything else? Any movement? That's an action, right? Yeah, that's an action.
That is an action. I'll do myself for some health, I think.
That is a bonus action.
Right in the middle. Right in the middle of the
In the middle of the
bar.
Nice. Alright, sounds good. If you feel like moving, then go ahead. Vesper, it is your turn. Emma, character 1.
This is neat. Good. I've figured out what I'm gonna do too.
Nice.
Can I hop the fence?
Yeah, I would say roll an acrobatics check just for shits and giggles.
Can you hop a counter?
Vesper, probably without
15
effort.
on the die plus
hop a
8,
beam.
so 23.
Alright. Yes, you can easily, without any effort. No questions asked. Pretty slick, pretty quick.
Just,
Easy breezy.
I'm just gonna like go over my shoulder. I'm really missing my vacation right now. And I'm just gonna like strike it with my whip.
Alrighty, sounds good. The unfurling of a spine.
With advantage, right?
Yes.
I
Because
rolled
the dude.
super shitty on both die.
Yikes.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
Cool.
Not terribly armored. It's just, kind of their hide.
Okay, 8 points of slashing and 1 point of poison.
Alrighty. Sounds good. You take a whip shot at it. The crack of the whip. Also, I guess the crack of the bones? No, that's not how that works. It's joints that crack. That doesn't make sense. Never mind. It hits the creature. Well, like if you break them, but isn't the like when you crack your fingers and stuff, it's like the air between? It's not actually the bones. So if she's just holding a spine, we'll call them.
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
Anyway.
essentially.
Oh, dude, it's not your turn.
And
So.
then,
Go ahead.
sorry. And then I'm gonna say to it, fuck you, you cold-hearted bitch.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm assuming
This
that's
is an
a
awkward
whiz
defense.
save.
Just whiz save, please.
Oh, that's a fail.
Cool. Oh, that's cocked D4. 4 points of psychic damage. And we're doing a disarming attack, so its attacks are made with disadvantage.
Sounds good. It winces a little bit and is now. It's like it looked like it might have gone charging for it, but now it's like kind of second guessing itself. But this one over here is going to.
Disarmed a creature with no arms.
What do you say?
Disarmed a creature with no arms.
Nice.
Well, no.
Achievement
You
unlocked.
feel disarmed. You can emotionally be disarmed. It has arms. They're just.
I mean, I feel like the intent is like emotional disarming, you know?
Yeah, it is. Well, physical, psychic damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so this one back here is going to take a couple more sniffs on this guy. And then here's sort of like a noise from its companion and ignore it and charge up. Ignore the free meal. Yeah, it can get to here. Perfect movements. This thing is fast. Comes charging on you, Elros. The other one is going to run up to you. They're going to kind of like surround you with their little stalking techniques. So this one up front is going to run up to you, Elros, and it looks like it's going to go and bite you. However, instead it lets out just a bunch of cold air outward in front of it. So I need Elros, Atticus, and Prospero to make con saves, please.
Let's go. Not me.
And you guys all have your +5, so make it for Prospero. Oh God, your rolls are so bad. Even with the +5, it's not. Okay, roll this.
Quit fudging the numbers, huh?
I'm not fudging. They're literally rolled. Danielle can see them when she gets back. Okay, so
How dare you?
Prosper, you take 19 points, but you can. Why am I telling you how to use your abilities? You're still here. Sorry. You can have it though, of course, with your new ability that you have. You're the only one that failed.
Well,
What? Sorry.
well, consider it have.
All right. Okay. Elros and Atticus, you take 9 points of damage.
4 points. Got it.
So everyone's taking 9 points of cold damage. Oh, I guess. Atticus, you do take 4.
I did take 4.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so yeah, it lets out this cold breath, and then it sort of prepares itself to fight you, Elros. The other two, however, are going to bite at you. The other two that are on you, Vesper. Each is going to
One
take...
with disadvantage.
Yep. So that one misses you.
I'm gonna hit it back.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna expend an AP and hit it back.
The other one is attacking with advantage.
Whack.
So that's gonna be a 20.
20? Yeah, that hits.
Okay. It's 6 points of slashing and another 1 poison.
Alrighty. So it goes to lunge at you. They have surrounded you, so they're kind of doing wolf things essentially with their.
Yes, they have pack tactics.
Yes.
I understand.
I just realized I never changed. Here, let's do this one again. There we go. But it still doesn't work because they both miss you, and in fact, you get a reactionary hit back at one of them. They're working together, but Vesper's just
Not well.
untouchable. Not doing great, but untouchable apparently, at least for the time being. Zoot, you are up.
Vesper, I suggest you look away, and then Zoo's gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern on. I can hit everything in that square, but it hits Vesper as well.
Nice. Okay.
I still have to roll, right?
Yeah. And the look away thing was like it was a nice little flavor, but yeah, you don't get to.
Does Atticus's thing give me advantage on saves? Or is it just on attacks?
Yeah, it saves as well. I think it saves and attacks.
We probably should have done that.
Oh
for the
yeah, true.
other thing, huh?
Yeah, let me roll again for Prospero.
I always forget. I just use it and then just go brain dead. Apparently.
Wiz?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Prospero passes, so he only takes 4.
Nice.
What the
Is a
hell?
Wisdom saving throw.
I rolled an 11.
Total?
Yes.
That does not save.
Only like 7 short.
He goes total. Wow.
I mean, that was.
This one that you just reactionary.
I rolled a 4 and a 7. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, like.
Yikes. This one that you just reactionary slapped seems to be so trained on you now that it doesn't even pay attention. The other two, however, are very charmed and very incapacitated. This one that was about to lunge towards you or us is now sort of just dazed.
Yeah, focus on the one that's actually being angry right now. We'll come back to the others. And Zoot's gonna cast the spell and then start moving up.
Sounds good.
There we are.
Solve,
Can he slap me as a bonus action?
I would love.
just like on the cheeks or what?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like straight across the cheek.
Yeah, can I do like a lunging slap? I'll even expend an AP for it.
I'll take damage.
I mean, you already used your action, otherwise you could, yeah.
No, fair.
So yeah,
Oh,
Vesper's.
can I quick toss something at her? Can I quick toss?
I would say if it's something that reasonably could do some damage, sure. Like maybe not just like a tiny vial, but like if you have a dagger or I guess you could quick toss like a.
Can I have a clipboard.
A wrench. A wrench.
Did I throw a clipboard at her?
Yeah, okay, wait. Let me just double check the quick toss just to make sure it doesn't say like weapon attack, does it?
I'm thinking.
Let me double check it.
Make a ranged attack with a ranged weapon that has the thrown property. God damn.
Okay, yeah, so then you probably can't. You know, fuck it. Why not? Why not? I'll just say you probably are throwing your clipboard with disadvantage because you've never thrown your clipboard before. But I guess she's stunned,
I
so
also have
it's just straight roll.
Okay.
This isn't a weird, confusing.
What am I
thing at all.
rolling? Just straight.
Just a straight dex.
Dex.
Yeah. Dex plus proficiency.
Oh, let's.
Or
That's
no,
a
I guess it wouldn't
21. That's
Yeah.
a 20.
Okay, so Vesper, it does hit you. Roll just a d4. That's it. That's all the damage you're gonna take.
Who's rolling?
Zoot, the guy throwing his weapon, aka his clipboard.
Yeah.
Just a d4.
I have to re-roll the save though, right?
I think
don't
if
just-
you
it doesn't
if you
just
take
automatically
damage, it
break?
just drops.
Yep, any damage.
Oh, okay.
Zoot, can I get a d4, please?
Oh, I would love to roll a d4. Make this a sausage.
Okay, well, he's asked you
D4.
3
Oh, there
times,
you go.
so you currently
There you
do not love it.
Perfect roll, too. Alright, so, Vesper, take 1 point of damage. 1 point of clipboard clapping.
Ouch,
And
owie.
you are no longer affected by the
You
hypnotic power.
threw it and it hit you right in the ankle.
Oh, right in the ankle.
Ow.
Okay.
Well, he was like,
Guys.
he's trying to nick you with it.
A successful endeavor, apparently. So Solveig, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
It is my turn. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not gonna be very impressive, guys.
Minus 3 on everything, no weapons. What do you mean?
My strength modifier is now lower because I don't have my arm.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
One, my unarmed attacks only do 1 plus my strength modifier because all of my bonuses got taken away with my arm.
Oh no!
Oh.
Got nerfed into being like a level 2 adventurer with a big health pool.
But the good news is I don't think I'm aware enough to rage.
Sure.
So
Fair
I'm
enough.
not gonna do that. I'm just gonna I'll just cast burning hands on this bitch.
Alrighty, sounds good.
'Cause I
Excellent.
think I can do that.
That's probably gonna be a fail. I assume your DC is now 11
Yes.
or lower.
I don't know what my DC is.
I think
for
it's
this.
con. You're a genie kith, right?
So it well.
Oh, it
yeah,
can't even
so
be
it'd
11
be-
because you're level 10, so it'll be at least 12, even if your con is 0. Which I'm
And
pretty
my
sure
con
it's
is
not.
4.
Yeah, okay, so it's
So
much higher DC. So it fails. It will take
Um,
the full fire damage.
it will take 14 points of fire damage.
14, alrighty. It does not like that. It's not especially damaging, but it doesn't like it. That much is true. You also notice that the chunk of ice behind it looks to be damaged as well. It has partially, not necessarily melted, but the magical fire that you just blasted at it seems to have done something that it didn't like. Alright, Elros.
It
Which
doesn't.
one did it come out of? Sorry.
They all, one came out of each.
Right, so, but when I hit this one, which one got funky?
Oh, well, it was more like the cone goes and hits
Oh,
this
the cone
one.
behind
It,
it.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh, I understand. Okay, sorry.
all good. I guess I use a lot of blank statements.
gonna move to here. And I'm going to. I don't think anyone would see it, but have that go off.
Okay.
Not really something that goes off. And then I'm going to swing.
I would say it's just more like a measured attack than anything else. Like you just take a moment
Oh,
to
with advantage. Sorry.
make sure you
Advantage.
target the right, correct spot. But yeah, that's
And
gonna hit
then-
for sure.
Swing again.
Alrighty. That also hits. So that will deal. Ooh, nice damage. So the first swing, nice big sweeping cut. You kind of like take like just a half pause to sort of decide where exactly you want to aim, and you strike not particularly. You know, it's not a crit as you were hoping for, but you strike true, and then you take another swing, strike true on that as well, and this thing falls over. The last little bit of frosty breath coming out of its mouth.
Oh. Was planning on using something else. Okay, cool. Good to know. Well, I don't want to move that. I guess I can walk to here. That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. One second, let me get. Sorry, I should have done this earlier, but. So you, out of the corner of your eye, probably. Zoot, I would say, probably notices it. You see the icy chunks once again disrupted, as it seems more are approaching.
They actually.
They're not different
A
colored.
different
No,
color?
that's just for me to not have 6 or 5 monsters on one initiative. No, they look the same. They're these big wolf-like creatures. Well, they're just big wolves. I don't know what I'm saying, but they're white. Zach, you are up, and they're approaching through these kind of icy chunks, the same way as before.
Okay, Zoot noticed it. Does anyone else?
Well, yeah, sorry, I should say, like, Zoot, you noticed the disruption early, and then as they're walking out, everyone is now starting to see them, yeah. It's like you catch the first glimpse is maybe more what I should have said, but... Oh, fuck, wait, Prosper... Prosper never got a turn, because I am not rolling for...
Can I share a space with a wolf? To do an attack? Because they don't technically fill the entire 20-foot cube.
Yes, I would say you can. Also, Danielle, what would you like to do on your turn? Sorry, I totally forgot to roll
She
for
left
you.
the call, but she said making a pit stop, but the dead shall be told if I miss my turn.
I said the
Where
answer
did she
told
say
me
that? Wait, what?
She said
On
it in the
Snapchat.
group chat. Yeah.
Oh, I never got it. Okay, whatever. That's weird. I never got... Oh, now I got it. Alright, death will be told. sorry, Henrich, I didn't mean to. I just realized I totally can... Our AC is... Our spell save DC is ridiculously high. Nice. Let's use this close one. Alright, my bad, sorry. Okay, so lightning bolts. Excellent, excellent. You release that lightning bolt into these 2 brand new ones. What's your DC? 17? The front one, closest to you, sort of looks over its shoulder at the perfect time and leaps up a little bit. You do clip part of it with the lightning bolt, but it is going to take half damage from that. What's the range on your 3 damage thing? Is that 10 feet?
That is...
Is it 5 or is it 10? I think it's 10, right?
Oh.
Let me... Where is it? It's not that one. It's not that one. It's level 6 in it. It is level 6. Creatures of your choice you can see within 10 feet take lightning or thunder damage equal to half your sorcerer level.
Okay, cool. So that's, and it will take that as well. But I still have the back one, however, is taking full damage, and the lightning bolt also crashes and basically tears through the building behind it as well. So this is now heavily damaged. And the icy fragment in front of you, I don't have an X for it, but it is destroyed.
I can exit off for you.
Yeah, sure.
What about the other one?
This one right here.
Yeah, what about
The other one
the
is
other
is
one?
heavily damaged, however, not destroyed yet.
That's the X. Nice little golden.
Nice. Yeah, so that one crumbles, falls to the ground in just a whole batch of ice fragments. The other one is essentially cracked, and there's like a hole that's pretty much blown right through it, knocking off about a half of the upper half of it. But it is not fully destroyed by technical terms. Just looks mostly destroyed. Yeah. Anything else, Gozak?
Nope.
Alright, sounds good. It is now Atticus' turn.
Yup. These guys are. That's the. Ooh,
Those are hypnotic pattern.
Yes. So this one and this one's currently still. Oh, actually, I guess you could choose to not do it to this one, so this one's not damaged yet.
I'm gonna yeet a fireball onto him.
Alright.
How many spaces does this take? Is this 2x3?
No, it's it here. I guess
Reach?
we can put it into a. There we go. For more
I can hit
technical.
both of them. Go.
I think you could technically hit. What's the 20-foot range, right? You could probably hit them all if you go.
Oh my. Well, I don't want to. Let's just scorch the fucking dead guy.
To be fair, he's dead.
Uh,
You can actually hit.
You're gonna hurt him anymore.
If you do that tile, you can actually hit all of the ice pieces as well.
yeah,
Prince,
I'll
so I
do
don't know.
that. Yeah.
It'll also hit the building. But this is
Building's already been hit.
this
No,
is
things
Avengers.
The Avengers
Yeah.
probably, you know.
Well, to be fair, this building and this building are separate, are different buildings.
If it makes it any
But
better,
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
kick it up a level, you know.
That does not make the building damage better, but
I guess you could do here. I wouldn't hit the building, just the stall.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, we'll. And my teammate.
no, it won't
We're
quite.
doing it here. We're
Yeah.
hitting the building.
Does it
not
hit?
hitting the-
5, 10, 15, 20.
I saw it could be done.
Okay. Alrighty. Dex saves.
Numbers.
1, fail. 2.
Oh, it's dex save, so you
Fail.
can do hit me. That's fine.
I mean, it's.
Feels unnecessary, but the last one fails as well. So that's all fails.
Yeah, let's go.
Did you say you were pumping at a level?
No, I actually.
Okay.
I'll not do that. So it should be the way that it is. Yeah. 18.
Let's see if this works. Nope, didn't work. Do I gotta put space bars in the minusing? Nope, that didn't work either. Alright, whatever. Fuck the subtraction. Alright, so these are all looking quite damaged. You can feel free to X out this one up here. Actually, both of them. It's 31 damage, is a lot of damage. So the ice fragments no longer look to be whatever weird magic or something was on them. They are successfully quite destroyed now, and you no longer have to worry about that, you would imagine. These creatures also look quite damaged. They're coming out, barely having walked out of their little icy home, and have been blammoed by a fireball, which I guess did sort of knock. Did sort of knock this this thing here. Actually, we'll just cross that out too.
It has been X.
Oh God,
What the?
God, it has a white. There we go.
A spline.
What was that?
You
Well, it's
dare
'cause-
spline in
it-
this region.
Okay. Anyway, anything else, Atticus? Any movement further? Anything sort of?
No, we're gonna hop on this table. That's it.
Okay. Sounds good. This guy is in here. This lady is long gone. Hop on it. Okay, you knock over like a beer keg.
Trili still cuffed to the fence, right?
Yeah, she's cuffed and she's out. Maybe stirring a little bit with the, you know, explosion. But Vesper, you're up.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder at Zoot. Just raise an eyebrow.
Raise an eyebrow.
A good eyebrow or a bad eyebrow?
Yeah.
Like, can I hit this bitch?
Oh.
He's gonna point at the other ones. He's gonna...
Forgot we have
It's
blue
just gonna be
guys too.
I was just like, you fucking what?
Never
You
mind.
fucking-
I'm actually gonna do something else then.
Retracts eyebrow.
Well,
Retract.
She's gonna get some major eyebrow
Sheaths
from
the
Sue,
eyebrow.
being like, okay, like
15. Actually, okay. First, I'm gonna cast Darkness,
oh god,
On yourself?
centered
Oh.
on my whip.
whip.
Nice, nice.
On my whip.
That's 30 feet?
It's
No, that's
the
what.
60, I think. Darkness,
Darkness
5e.
is 60 feet. Holy
God
That-
damn.
Might not
Yep.
be right. Is it?
so...
No, 15 foot radius
okay.
on a range of 60 feet. Sorry.
Okay,
15
yeah,
foot
I was gonna
radius.
say that's insane.
That sounded way too good, but it also sounded really epic.
No, wait. I'm a whip.
Alright. On my
Um,
what? On my what?
And I will cast that as I move to.
Mom,
There.
I want Shadow of Moyle. No, we have Shadow of Moyle at home. The Shadow of Moyle at home.
There.
Alright, sounds good. That is action movement. Any bonus actions? Any unkind words to say? That could be a bonus action, but I meant it more as a
as-
trooper thing.
As I run past this one here, I'm just gonna say, now you see me, now you don't. And just kind of like run by it
Nice, nice,
as
nice.
I cast Darkness.
You feel a little bit
Um,
of cold breath as it is now looking around, trying to figure out what the fuck did happen.
Where I am. So yes, with save.
Was safe. Sorry, I blanked out really hard there.
Yeah.
That's a fail. 3.
Cool. 1 whole point of psychic damage. But
Huge.
I'm gonna do an alluring. I'm gonna do alluring. So I mean, it already is as close to me as it can get, but it has to. I don't know.
But it's in love.
That's dumb. No, that's dumb.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the biting effect instead and just do
Oh, my
1d8 more points of damage. 5 points of psychic
5 more.
damage, but the whole reason I did that was so that I could roll hit dice and heal myself. So I'm gonna do that too.
Trooper. Nice.
So I'll roll that and you can move on for me.
Alrighty, these next two don't get a turn because they're just so frazzled by these beautiful colors. Unlucky.
Oh,
That smells so fucking good.
It is.
So fucking
And
good.
now
It's
it's
a-
homage.
The fact they don't get to resave is just nutty. And now it's an homage. Oh,
Now it's an homage.
sad.
You're gonna be seeing it. You're not gonna be seeing it any less. Yeah.
The only spell I'm casting all the campaign. No. Zoot, you're up.
Yeah. Well, this is quite awkward now. I can't. Dark vision doesn't see into darkness, right?
Oh, that is correct. Not magical darkness.
Yeah.
Magic.
Okay. Well, I guess Zoot'll move 30 feet and blast this one over here.
Alrighty. What kind of blast?
That's a good question. What kind of blast? What kind of spell? How are my spell slots looking? Not great.
A weaker blast.
Yeah, but imagine how bad your spell slots could have been if that suggestion didn't work.
Real bad. We're gonna.
Imagine having spell slots.
Hey, if I could cast snare here, I would. But we're gonna cast magic missile.
Okay, that's a classic magic missile.
Yeah.
Paladin killer.
Yeah. Ooh, holy.
Oh God.
Max rolled it. Let's
Max
go.
rolled. Jesus.
that.
All right, so you walk up and you're like flipping through your mind, looking for what spell you want, and then you're like, we'll go with magic missile. Just offhandedly throw it out for max damage.
Yeah.
Very casual. This thing is looking quite rough. And it just wants a turn, really, is all it wants. But yeah, it's not looking great, so we'll see how that goes. It is now Solvay's turn. Solvay just wants a
Okay.
nap, really.
Solvay just wants a nap.
Or an arm.
Really. How far away is this? Beautiful.
Too soon, bro.
Okay. I can be here and still hit it, right?
Yeah.
It's just like at an angle, but it's
It's
large.
a large creature, yeah.
I am going to attempt to punch it
Nice. Roll for punch.
one time. 17 minus 3, so
14. Still hits.
14. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, these things are beasts, so their AC is pretty low. I just...
So that's sorry, that was no, it would just be 5. It would just be straight 5. That's how that works.
5 damage?
Yeah.
Alright.
So 5 points, and then I am going to expend 4 AP
Aw. Aw.
to break armor
Ooh.
Get 'em.
and punch it again.
Alrighty.
That is, I can do math. 20
That hits.
minus 3.
Yep.
So it would be 5 points again, doubled to 10.
Hell yeah. And that is gonna do it. So you punch it. It's just, it's just like punching an animal, really. It's nice casual everyday activity. But you use your exceptional ability as a hand-to-hand combatant to punch the exact same spot again. This time, making even more of an impact. Significantly more than the average punch, in fact. And it goes down. Its tail is probably still like just barely exiting. This now exploded. It basically like just exploded around it, and then the tail came out, and then it gets punched to death. So nice. Elros.
I'm going to walk over here in front of Go and hold my action to attack the ice beast that comes out.
Alrighty, sounds good. And I'm assuming you're not doing the ones that are incapacitated.
I mean, they're not going to move, are they?
No, I'm just making sure.
No, nope, that's all I'm doing.
Okay. Alright. These two that are in here are gonna try to sniff you. Try to sniff you real good to find where you are.
Welcome back.
Okay, so this one in front of you, you are close enough to it that it will sniff you. Meaning, it's not gonna change its disadvantage or anything, it just knows where you are, so it's gonna try to attack you. The other one's gonna go past you and overshoot and attack whatever's outside, which is still a disadvantage, but... okay, so the one on Vesper... disadvantage will not hit you. It gets surprisingly close, but you are able to dodge out of the way, as you do. See in there. It's casual. The other one is attacking you, Elros, and it does bite out, and it does hit you, but it just kind of like grabs onto like the edge of your plate and just kind of scratches it a tiny bit, but doesn't do any damage. Prospero.
Can I use my swing on it?
Oh yeah, go ahead. It's out enough. I'll say you can roll straight. Oh, okay. that's
Oh, I meant to click disadvantage anyways. My bad.
all good.
Um,
I'll say just because it is
Yep.
technically coming out to attack you, so I'll say you see it well enough anyway.
Hold on. Can... 1 second.
You
Let's see if I can use it.
hit it straight in the face for a green number. Love that. If anyone's gonna hit a green number. Danielle, you are up next, just so you know.
Yep.
Green number attacking into darkness?
Well, I was thinking just because he was holding his action and the creature's technically leaving to attack him because he's outside of it. I'll say it was a
I'm
straight
going
roll.
to. I don't think I did that right. So I think I have to shoot it twice. So I'm gonna smite.
What the fuck is that? Text. Well, okay, so
Accurate.
it's just
Also, the
one of
first
them,
one
right?
was next. No, because it was on a crit, I rolled it
Oh,
twice.
yeah, right. Okay.
But I couldn't remember how many dice it was, and I won't look it up.
Okay. So this thing. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, that all makes sense, really. It's running out of the darkness. You were prepared for it, and it just barely glints off the side of your metal as it is jumping out to attack you. But you basically just cleave its head right off. The only bit that you see, empowered with some extremely wicked smiting power. This thing is very dead. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Prospero, it is your turn now.
Did I toll the dead already?
Yeah, you did that.
How'd it go?
Oh, that's all I got.
It was all right.
Fine.
You have 3 targets. One of them you cannot see, so actually I don't even know if you can toll the dead if you can't see it. And the other 2 are currently still enraptured by... That's not the right word. It's still affected by hypnotic pattern. Meaning that if you damage them, they will no longer be affected by hypnotic pattern.
Does anyone of our team look really rough?
Everyone's got a little damage on them.
Full bait, but for entirely different reasons.
Everyone's at like 60%.
Just like emotionally, really.
Or higher.
Just kidding.
Well, this is tough.
You can get to Elros. Actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can get to Elros, Go, or Atticus, or yourself.
You are probably
Who
the
needs
lowest
help?
percentage-wise.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just invoke the hardy regeneration of my forefathers.
Well, you can do that anyway. You can still cast a spell with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. D10. Alright. Plus your character level. Christ. That's a lot. So that's your bonus action. You still have an action if you want to cast a spell.
I don't really know what I have prepared, so...
Let me
I'll
check.
just-
Sorry, I just closed it. You can cure wounds, guiding bolt, healing word, aid.
Can I reach one of the boys?
Yeah. Go, Elros, Atticus.
Who needs it the most?
Probably Elros.
I'll go to him and cure those wounds.
Alrighty, you get 6 points of healing.
What?
Mineral. Unlucky. Alright, Gozak.
I'm just gonna raise my voice and be like, so do we have a plan for these two? Are they pet? Are we just ignoring them, letting them eat people later?
No, we're killing them. Just the other ones first because they're not aggressive right now.
Okay, well I can't see the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, blast away. Just one at a time, please.
Don't think you understand Gozak. You're saying one at a time.
I am. I'm saying one at a time precisely because it's Ghost.
That's what the please is for.
That's. If I wanted you to shoot them both, I wouldn't have said anything. But you can still hit them both, and I wouldn't blame you. There's also buildings around now.
Yeah, true. You should just hit those instead.
I already blasted through one building.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Like,
a couple
right
more around
here?
here.
was 55 feet. The lightning bolt continued for 45 more feet after this.
Yeah. It's just renovations. Yeah.
Now it's renovations.
You're just really a big fan of the open concepts. Open front door.
I assume there's some kind of good Samaritan law that comes with giant icicle monsters.
Oh, well, I'm just going to blame the giant icicle monsters if they come to me. That's
Yeah.
not important, though.
What's
I
the
really
move?
I really can't do much single target. I guess I'll chromatic orb the one that's not by me.
Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead and roll a hit that one. Actually, it's still. Alright, that does hit.
But I'll fly towards it.
Okay.
With my bonus action.
Sounds good. Not amazing damage, but
No.
it is damage. This thing is no longer hypnotized, and it is turning to look at you. Atticus,
Design.
the one next to you is now awake and active.
Okay. Well, now that it's active, I'm gonna have it to con save, please.
Concept. Got it.
Get delighted.
That is not very high. 8. Blighted. Alright.
Would I
So-
re-roll 3 of those damages?
It comes out. Oh, God. The 2s, I'm assuming?
No, the 8s, Alex.
There's no 8s, you liar. Plus 5. Plus 0. Plus 3. That's 10. Oh, unlucky. Alright.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but it has 1 HP left. So you watch it kind of like turn around coming out of this hypnotic situation, and you cast Blight on it, and it is now about half white, half black, whereas before it was
Nice.
entirely white. It is in pain, and it is screaming agony.
Yeah, I imagine.
Love that. Vesper, you're up.
Ooh, love that for it.
Okay.
Love that
So this
for you.
thing is blinded, right? So I have advantage.
Yes. Effectively. I don't know the exact terminology, but I know you have advantage. I think it actually is blinded.
Shall whip it.
Whip it. Good.
Whipping.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, that is good.
So I do some damage,
And I will smite.
which is I keep. Oh no, that's a 2. Never mind. So it's 12 points of bludgeoning
Alrighty.
and 4 points of poison.
Alrighty.
And then, because it's a crit, it does extra poison damage.
Yep, it rolls all the dice extra.
So, but is that double 2?
Yeah,
When you critically
so
strike with this weapon, your target takes an additional 2d6. Would that be doubled, or is that just straight?
no, that would be so it's double the normal damage dice and double
Right.
the poison, and then you get another 2d6.
Okay. So then it's an additional 5.
5. Alrighty. Sounds good.
And I need the con save.
On save. That's a 17.
That's gonna save, so it does not become poisoned.
Alright. It is looking extremely rough, and it might as well be poisoned at this point. But it's not, technically. It's looking pretty bad, though. Alrighty. Any movement or anything?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I know. Vesper ran over there to cover up the giant char mark that Atticus left. Now it all makes sense.
can I
Oh, yeah.
can I like bonus action drop darkness.
I think you can just drop it freely.
Okay, then I will drop it freely.
Alrighty.
And to Zoot, I will use my bonus action to say, here it is, all for the taking. And I will expend an attack point to do rally, so that Zoot has advantage on their next attack roll.
Nice.
Advantage.
Indeed. Indeed. Alright, sounds good. It is now their turn. The first trio. One of them's gone, one of them's hypnotized, but the last one was about to attack Gozak. However, the racking pain that it got from the blight has readjusted its course, so it will go towards Atticus instead. It's going to make a bite attack towards you.
I'd like to decline.
How far away is it?
I'm gonna.
From
If
me?
it hits,
5,
I'm
10,
gonna
15,
shield.
20, 25, 30 feet.
30.
Or
It
Cool,
is... Yeah?
I was just gonna say I'm gonna shield.
It's not going to hit.
Well, this is tricky. Oh.
This thing is... It is very weak, so it
Never
kind
mind.
Sorry, that's why I was like, I'll say it because I didn't know if you guys need to know that or whatever, but... it limps up to you, Atticus. As I said, it's very hurt. And it sort of takes like a half-ass like bite motion towards you, and you kind of just get out of here, like kind of.
Slap it, what are you
Yeah, it's a little boop
Go
on the
on,
nose. And it misses you very horribly with a nat 2. And that's its whole turn. Zoot, you're up. You have advantage on your attack. You are rallied.
Okay. Zoot's gonna kind of get into the sniper position with his finger and go pew with a
Oh, fireball.
with a firebolt.
All right,
Hope not with the fireball.
with a
Firebolt.
fireball. Yep. Another one.
Similar but different.
Oh, this poor creature. It is so very dead. Well, I mean, the good news is that that moment that you took did dividends. Unnecessary, but it hits it perfectly. Just right in the perfect spot to basically destroy it heavily. It falls over in front of you, Vesper.
And then Zoot's gonna walk up behind this bish
Alright. This thing is looking equally as hurt.
and do like a little.
There's no guns invented, but yeah. Sylvie.
Chloe's gonna like just put her hand on her knee for a quick minute, catch her breath.
Nice, nice.
I don't think she can. Just run back to there and punch it twice.
Alrighty. See if you can do 1 damage.
Let's see if I can do 1 damage. My first roll is a 16 on the die,
16.
plus 8, plus 5. So
That does hit.
21.
Alrighty. You walk
It
up
does
to it. It's not even
5
really
damage.
dodging. It's just kind of like swaying there, trying to stay on its feet. You just punch it hard enough to put it out of its misery, let's say.
And then I think I still have 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, I think you have plus 10
Yep.
right now. Sounds right.
Yep. So I will bop here and punch this one.
Alrighty.
That's a natural 18, so 23.
Yeah, we'll hit.
So 5 more.
5 more damage, alright. You come up here, hit this one right on the shoulder or something, as it's just looking up, dazzled. But now it is no longer doing that. It is Alros's
I
turn.
wonder if I can do anything else. Hold on.
Oh.
Mm,
You could scream.
no, I don't think so. I don't think I have any bonus action. Can I
Yeah.
scream?
Oh,
I
yeah, that's
could
not a bonus
scream.
action.
That feels a little excessive at this current moment. So I don't think I'll do that. Also,
Okay.
I think I have to be raging to be able to do that.
Oh, yeah, true. Who knows? Alright, Alros,
on.
you step around, taking extra aim, ready to strike, with advantage as well.
Yep. Well,
And it's somehow worse than before.
Oh my goodness.
They both do
What?
hit, but it is unimpressive.
That is so tragic. Holy shit. That's
Alright.
a 7-7-5-5.
It still hits, so you do a little bit of damage as you pace around the backside of it. Hit it in the hiney.
I'll still add a divine smite onto it. Just
Alrighty. Add a
little
little
more.
a little extra pump of divine energy.
and then I'm gonna move there, let's say.
Sounds
No,
good.
it's there. It's there.
Sounds good. Prospero, it is your go. You only have one enemy left, and it is right next to you.
Do I have inflict wounds prepared?
I believe you do, yeah. Let me double check
Well
that.
then let's inflict those wounds.
With advantage, technically, because of flanking. Doesn't matter. Still hits.
With advantage.
You reach out and grab a bunch of its hair, and the hair that you grab, just like this giant clump of hair that you just grab, and it basically singes with this kind of like dark energy, and the hair clump just falls off, and you just pull it away.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Nope, you don't get to feel bad. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, they were pretty angry at you as a group. They didn't look very friendly. Gozek, is your turn. You have a snarling beast that is being wailed on in front of you. Oh, you're muted.
But I haven't wailed on it, so like I'm sick.
True. Just one of its allies, one of its pack mates. Maybe like a brother or something.
I'm a talking grass bit.
Oh god, everyone's rolling green! Alright, you reach out. You grab its throat. You send electricity jolting through it. It is, once again, like its comrades, barely alive.
And then I'm just gonna walk away.
Alright, it'll try to hit you.
Did you do this
It can't use
Oh,
reaction.
it can't. Yeah, yeah.
to
Shocking
talking
grasp.
grass.
You're right. Sorry, good call. All right, so it tries to, and then it like a little bit of electricity lingering, kind of like stops it from moving too much. You walk around facing Trili. Atticus, what would you like to do? It is on death's door, as they say.
Well, I have to kill it, huh?
You don't have to. I mean, it'll wreak havoc on the city, maybe, but you don't have to kill it.
As I roll.
Oh, yeah, I know. Alright, you throw a little ray. Oh, ray of frost. Poggers. Throw a little ray of frost. Hits the side of this thing. Seems unaffected.
Cringe.
Unlucky.
Look it off then.
Alright. Anything else?
No.
No, it's just the shame of your turn ending. Vesper.
Vesper's just gonna walk over, and as she steps over this wolf, she's gonna look at Atticus and go, "Really? Cold at the Cold Wolves?" And
was
she will walk up behind it and whip it on the butt.
Alrighty. And
Actually, yeah.
she really does
I-
miss
I
her
think if
vacation.
If she goes there, she gets advantage.
Yeah. Either way, there's
maybe?
enough people around it.
Set yourself up for advantage.
I think that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, will hit. I believe in you. You could roll enough damage. I don't think it's possible for you
It's a
not to.
19.
Well, okay.
But
13 AC.
so it's 6 slashing and 3 poison.
Alrighty. You walk up behind it, hit it, and it falls down right in front of your other character's face. And the music fades because the action scene is over. Just kidding, it doesn't fade, it just abruptly stops because Roll20 doesn't let me do that. Sad. That'd be cool.
You should just slowly turn on the volume over time.
You know what? You're right. That is possible. I'm not smart enough for that. So as silence falls on this little tiny makeshift marketplace, you hear the thud of some piece of wood fall from this gaping hole in this building next to you. But nothing else happens. The ice chunks have been destroyed. The beasts are now just corpses. What do you guys want to do?
I didn't say that out loud. Is it still hailing slash whatever
Yeah.
the step above hailing is?
Yeah, so this is a bit of so Port O'Hare doesn't have very friendly hailstorms, but at the current juncture it does not seem to be entirely detrimental in that you could stand outside and it would probably be like ow, ow, but like not actual damage or anything too terribly bad. Unless maybe, you're a commoner and you get impaled in the exact perfect angle.
Is there really such thing as a
For plot reasons.
friendly
Yeah, that
hailstorm?
definitely was just such a miracle.
I mean, some of these pieces are larger than others. You never know, You guys want
Commoner was polling bad with the audience.
No,
He had to go.
to piss off the gods, so.
Basically, the new form of rocks fall and kill everyone.
Just, yeah. This is just topical.
Yeah, well, so Ellie Ross, can you get Trili on the way in?
I don't know if I know how to get the handcuffs off.
You don't know how to turn a key?
I don't have the key.
Vesper will toss him.
Go.
Nope, Vesper will come over and unlock it herself.
Oh, thank you. And then I'll just pick her up again like a baby, carry her in.
All right, sounds good.
This door is set at a not 90-degree angle. I can't get in.
You just gotta have gamer fingers. You gotta tap them at the same time.
Yeah.
Here, I'll help you.
Okay.
But not Elros. I'm not gonna help
Gamer fingers didn't work on that.
them. I don't actually know if that works or not. Oh, I just got in.
No.
Wait, no. I have demon. Okay. That was stupid.
Like I can't get out.
Oh, good. Perfect. All right. So there's a couple of kind of like workers in here that are. Most of them are working. They're moving barrels around, loading up tanks and stuff. But a couple of them are kind of just nonchalantly hanging in here, like, yeah, this is just another Tuesday kind of thing. And one of them approaches, or not really approaches. I guess he's just kind of leaning against the wall. He just kind of says, "Well, shit, that was impressive. What the hell was that?"
Do the wolves usually do so much damage?
I haven't actually fought a wolf before, but I imagine they do a lot of painful biting.
I meant more building-wise, but yes, I would imagine wolves do that as well.
Oh, roll a quick deception check for me.
I would say I wasn't being specific, and the wolves did do some damage.
All right. He's just gonna like give you just like a little slight pause of a look and just not really question it. Just be like, I don't know. Whether or not he tells on you, I guess we'll find out later, maybe. But right now, he's not going to address it.
Tells on me for what? You got no proof.
Know where the nearest Magma Corps station is?
Yeah, I think it's a couple of streets down if you go kind of northeast a little bit. Just kind of keep zigzagging. Oh, the streets aren't that parallel, I guess, but yeah, a little northeast. I want to say it's like 4 or 5 blocks. I don't really frequent there, but I've walked past it good enough.
Super.
I mean, that's good enough. We can get there. I hope you don't mind if we pop a squad in here while the hail clears up.
Oh, no.
You guys don't want.
What? Oh, did you want to go?
I came back for. This is just like an average day of the week here.
Yep.
You're harmed by hail?
I would say slightly annoyed by hail. But if you're saying that it's not going to change anytime soon, then I mean we can walk it if you want.
Can I solve a peek my head outside and do a sky check?
A sky check, yeah. Make a maybe survival, I think.
21.
21. Yeah. So you've obviously lived here. Generally these storms are pretty quick. I would say almost never more than an hour. Usually closer to like 15 minutes. And this one looks about the same. Maybe even a little bit shorter.
It's like rain showers in Florida.
Yeah. It is on a peninsula surrounded by ocean, so that is actually pretty accurate.
Fine. 10 minutes, maybe.
Oh, well then, yeah, definitely.
And one of the workers is just like, "Hey, this doesn't count as my break, right?" Just off to the side. But you guys wait 10 minutes unless you guys want to have any discussion. Not pursue, but you wait all the 10 minutes. Hail starts to, go away, fade. And you have some ice on the ground, but I mean not like pooled or anything. It's just there's hail around, stuck in the cracks between the cobblestone and the little indents in the ground and stuff like that. But it is done. Still overcast, not beautiful, not exactly a very nice sunny day, but no more hail. Sweet.
Well, guess it's let's be heading out.
So you
Can
get
Prospero ask a question quick?
yeah.
He's just before we leave, he's gonna look at Solvay and be like, "Is it normal for wolves to come out of giant ice that has fallen from the sky?"
Well, I mean, I did meet you when a giant ice creature came out of a chunk of ice. So, while in my 20-some years in O'Hare, this wasn't commonplace, it's becoming more and more so.
So they're not always wolves, and they're not always monsters, is what you're saying.
Well, sometimes it's just hail, and sometimes it tries to kill you.
Ah, excellent.
All right, and with that,
Do we want to?
Sorry, Vesper's gonna say, well, this is awfully long way from those little methods that we encountered go.
all right. So
I'm sorry. I'm
Um,
kind of curious what the guy has to say. Does anyone know how to speak with the people that have passed?
Not I.
let me double check to see if Prospero has it.
That seems like a priest or clerically thing to do.
Yeah, I've heard that it's possible, but I don't know for sure.
No speak with dead today.
Oh, unlucky champ.
Sorry.
You'll
The
have to
cosmic
wait till
dice?
tomorrow.
Rolled a nat 1 on the cosmic dice.
Unlucky. Did you want to take the body with you since you already have one?
I'm thinking about it right now.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not.
gonna like turn to like the people in the bar. Someone died in the street back there. Where's the closest place I could bring him to, like a rest?
Oh, like a temple you're asking, or are you looking for like a graveyard? I mean,
Probably
That's-
temple first.
oh, temple. Well, I think the closest one he like thinks for a little minute. I mean, there's a couple. I guess in the direction you're going, there's kind of one over there. It's a smaller one, but oh god, I don't even know what god it is to be honest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's one maybe a block north of the Magma Corps precincts. I'm so sorry. I'm not much of a religion guy, so not much for the gods. He
Well,
like
I'm not either.
he says that, but he kind of like he's like says it like a little quieter in case he's about to get smited.
He's about to get smitten.
But yeah. Oh, okay, with the right god. No, after he says that, he's like, but I mean, that's kind of like, you don't really need to worry about old Bill, really. He's just a bit of a crazy.
How long has he been spouting dragon crazy?
Oh, well, that, I mean, I guess like a few months, but before that, he was just spouting other crazy, really.
Do you have any idea what he was saying? It was the time of the dragons.
No, not a clue. He's just, I don't know. He says he's got these weird dreams or something, but I mean, he's been out here for probably over a decade, just yelling random nonsense. So honestly, sometimes it attracts customers. They stop and listen to him. So I guess it works out.
Yeah, fair enough. Whatever gets the people through the door. We about ready to. That Zoot makes like the pickup Trili motion.
I was just carrying her in here, but yeah, I'm gonna like put her over like on my shoulder now and like go grab I think you said it, Bill.
Old Bill.
Oh, Bill. Yep, and carry him like a
Okay.
baby now.
So you got Trili still in one arm, or they both just
No,
kind
no,
of
no.
like...
I threw like over the shoulder.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. So Trili's up, hanging over your metallic shoulder. This guy is your new... I'm just gonna say your new arm piece, but that's not what that means. Just carrying some bodies around. It's casual. Okay. So you head off to the precinct.
I'm gonna drop him off first. Amazing enough, walking into police department with a dead body seems
That
like
is fair. Do you want to split from the group to do that, or do you want to just like? Does everyone want to?
I would like tell people to. I'll be back in a second. Like, can I point to him?
Okay.
So I guess if people want to join, sure, but I would go by myself. If not,
All right. Did you want to make a scene out of that, or are you just gonna drop him off and kind of quick?
it was just.
I'll
gonna drop off.
actually, Solveig. When you say you're like gonna go off, and she'll just say, I can probably carry. Really.
Okay. I'll like kind of slide her off my shoulder on the Solvay.
I will carry Trili.
2 pack meals. No, not just one.
Somehow with just one arm.
Yeah, easy enough. She's not too large, so she's pretty small.
And Solveig is strong as fuck.
That is true.
Well,
Slightly
normal.
less strong since she lost her arm. Makes sense.
Still
And
quite
also-
strong.
And also very weak.
Yeah, that's true. she's like passively strong enough that I'd carry like a pretty not very sizable lady. So all right, so you go and drop off the body of old Bill. Poor old Bill. May he rest in peace. But the rest of you go to the precinct for the Magma Corps. Or else you'll come back in a minute. All right, so you guys walk in. Actually, we'll just go back to the... Yeah, we'll do this. You guys are like up here now.
So they will walk in with this body over her shoulder. I just go, who's in charge today?
These folks you do not necessarily recognize. Maybe like just like offhandedly, like I think I've seen him before, but you don't know the names per se here. You guys are like, I think I've mentioned this before. You guys are more like, you have like districts, I guess, in a way. And yours is a little farther south of this, but yeah, you probably would have seen some of these guys just like back and forth to the barracks and just passing them kind of thing or something like that. But one of them kind of addresses you and the body that you're carrying with like kind of a little bit of like a, oh, Okay. That's gonna be the sergeant. You want me to go grab him?
Please.
He just stares at the body for like a second. He's like, yeah, I don't want to do it. He turns around and walks away. Comes back a minute later with a seamy man, who's like kind of half wearing his armor. He looks like the helmet's off, showing his kind of like blackish hair, bright red skin. He looks like probably middle-aged. Little bit of a tough guy. Sort of not like I'm a tough guy, but like maybe more like a hard ass sort of look on his face, nailing the resting frown face. And he just goes, well, I would love to say it's the first time, but yeah, it's not. First time today. Someone's walked in with a body. Who is it?
This lady goes by the name of Trili, and I'm gonna bring her back over my shoulder. I'm not just gonna like throw her to the ground. I will like
Psh, down on the counter.
lead
Slap her.
her body to the ground.
Okay.
But lay her down if she's still unconscious. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's not dead. She's
Oh.
just unconscious.
That's a good start.
My name is Solveig Cinderthorn. I'm Magna Corps adjacent. I'm on leave right now.
Just the slightest twinge of an eyebrow raise.
And this woman maybe didn't kill me directly, but certainly had a hand in it. And then was planning to kill a whole lot more people with a giant death machine. Which we have dispatched. And I like, when I say we, I
Right.
like motion towards
Does he kind of
everyone with me.
waves in the back?
All right. So when you say the leave part, he kind of just like, oh, okay. And then you say, had a hand in killing me, and he's like, okay. And then you described the more like gruesome side of that she's trying to like mass murder people, and he's just like, let me grab a notepad. Turns around, like just steps back into his office, kind of leans in, grabs something with a quill and just a little piece of paper. And he's like,
Try to wake her up as he's doing that.
yeah, you can. I would say you probably don't have to roll or anything for that. You can splash some water or slap her a couple times or something.
We're going the slapping route. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds about right. Okay, so she's like kind of like a little more panicked looking. Just like, where the fuck are we? What happened? I've been knocked out too many times now, and all that shit. She didn't say that, but that's what you see in her eyes because she's gagged.
Say, on the bright side, you didn't get eaten by ice wolves.
She's like moderately confused, moderately like disappointed, and yeah, something between those two. So the captain comes back out, and he says, "All right, one more time. Just why don't you just run me through it all? Just the whole story,
This
really."
woman hired myself and that man there and another individual to guard her workstation in the subcity. We can get into why we were in the subcity later. It's unimportant to the story at the current juncture.
Right.
We took the work and were stationed outside when a devil appeared to she kind of looks at Prospero. She said, blame the soul of the individual who's not with us. I'm not sure. But she let slip that Trili here was creating a machine that would harvest souls for the hells, and that this devil wanted that device because it's a hell of a lot easier to press a button and make a machine gather souls, I guess.
You hear some sort of protest from Trili, but she's gagged, so you don't really know what she says. It's just kind of like, "Rawr, rawr."
Then the devil engaged us in combat, and I don't have a strong memory of what happened, but one man died, and I guess I did too. And I don't really know what happened until I woke up. Maybe one of these individuals can explain what happened in between.
Well, here we go. Zoot pulls out pictures and like
No,
a
Zoot.
clipboard.
Zoot, I was there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Zoot's gonna still hold up his pictures, but he's gonna be like behind.
I will like gesture to the pictures as if like I'm giving a PowerPoint presentation.
That was the intent. Let's go.
Hey.
Well, you see, I left the subsidy, or I left where the lab was to fetch help when Solveig and our late friend, now deceased, were still fighting the devil. And upon my return with this group, my other friends, who did not want to do the job with us, we found that our friend Reynard was dead in the hall outside of the lab, and Solveig was gone. So we embarked on a journey to find her, and it was successful, but we went back in the lab and did not see this woman Trili at first. But we did find the hell machine used to harvest souls, dismantled it, and then found Trili, and revived our friend, because I, through the power of Crenshaw, the most holy and divine, I was able to bring her back to life, so, you see.
Alright. Do you mind if I just, any, like, kind of gestures towards the gag? Ask her some questions?
She knows magic. You have a way of preventing teleportation.
Oh, sorry. Danielle, can you mute for a second? I didn't hear what HP said. Thank you. HP, what did you say?
I said, well, she can teleport, so, do you have a way to prevent teleportation?
He just, like, this hard, like, not here. Guess the questions will wait. No disrespect to you guys, just
I mean, it
way
makes
too
sense.
common.
No, I encourage you to ask her questions. But she has tried to bolt
Yeah,
twice
this is
now.
what a Hellfire engine looks like. That's like
Does he have a picture of it when it's made? Or
no.
like okay.
In my head, how it works is if he has to actively attempt to do this, he can't take like action shots. But
Okay. I don't remember the exact details of how it works, but I think you would have gotten a picture that gives a good enough idea. And he goes, oh god, that thing looks awful. You guys destroyed this thing?
yeah, I mean, we can't like toss it into an incinerator. It's huge.
Oh no, no. I was gonna say like, good
Stop
on you. Jeez.
Yeah.
Can I keep this? Is this a drawing? And he's like kind of like.
I mean, it's magic, and
okay.
you can keep it for now. It's not gonna stay like that for too long. I can't guarantee you how long.
Do you have a rough estimate? I mean, we can get it copied.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Will it stay like this for a day or two?
Couple of days, yeah.
Okay.
A couple of days at least.
All
I
right.
can,
He'll like. It's what is it on paper? I don't remember how this works.
Yeah, Zoo carries printer paper.
Okay.
Or like the equivalent of
Printer paper.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
Printing press paper.
I get what you're saying. It's just like the idea of like printer. He was reloading it earlier too. It's Bleak's ahead.
Okay, to be fair, now canonically his reload looks like a crossbow now.
Okay. No, I wasn't really. It's not really detail that really matters. It's just like I just think it's funny to think about. Okay, so he'll like fold it up and kind of tuck it into the notepad that he's using, just like kind of sticking out the side a little bit. Do you guys have like a location for this? You said there was 2 labs. Either of them, I guess, really, or both.
Underground.
Subcity.
Right. I'm sorry. When I ask for a subsidy location, usually I'm thinking of like, you find this and then you turn left and then you.
There was the giant wormhole and
He's again just
the
like
blood on the ground and
The rough tunnels that turned into
the
smooth
bats.
tunnels.
Yeah, what was that? What was that symbol outside?
Unfortunately, I hate to say it, none of that really narrows it down enough. But,
was a
Well,
but
she knows exactly where they are, so if you get her talking, maybe she'll bring you.
together
well,
we could probably piece it up. God, I hate the subsidy. All right, and he'll take notes and all that.
we can show you where we came in and like general, like general.
That would also be useful.
Yeah, we came in at the
5 blocks that way.
yeah.
Ah.
Solvay. Yeah.
Okay, and you guys, I'm assuming you guys give like a brief description of kind of where it was.
Yeah. Also, there's an acid trap.
Yeah, and another one that we don't know what it does, but it's turned off right now.
Yeah, we turned it off.
Okay.
You should test it and come back and tell us what it does.
The second one isn't a big deal. It only teleports you to where the third trap is.
He's like
So,
writing
like-
notes, but then just like crosses out, rewrites it like farther up, and then he's like drawing arrows. Like, where did you say this was again? You know, like some of this, like you guys fumble your way around the the description. All right, I appreciate that. I guess I should have asked your names earlier. That might have been. I'm Sergeant. Not just Sergeant. Sorry, it's been a long day. I'm Sergeant Scarrig. Usually I just get called Sergeant, so I didn't really think about it, but I don't know what the shortened is. It SGT that it is now.
Yeah.
It's like I'm sitting here
Yep.
like RG. It's no, that's
Sometimes there's an R, I think. I feel like.
I think R is allowed, but I think
Oh.
SGT is more common.
it looked right, so we're going with it. If I could just get your names real quick. Also, if you're staying somewhere, that would be useful, just in case we need more questions.
Where are we staying again?
Solvay will give him her home address.
Okay. Oh, I got your name. That's right. And hell, right under that.
Writes SOLVAY.
Yep.
100%.
Maybe when you're writing up the official report, like a good word about me would be great.
Yeah,
he's
Please.
gonna give you a look like, do I think you deserve it? Probably.
She did literally die for the cause, after all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Solvay led the charge on cleaning up some ice wolves that were coming in through some teleporters or something over by.
Oh, is that what I was hearing about? Yeah, they. What'd you say?
I said, what was that brewery called?
Zero doesn't
We
remember.
didn't get a name.
I mean, I don't think.
Brewery over there.
The
I mean,
Copper
you don't have to come up with the name for it. I'm just. I was thinking-
Hiddle.
I don't think we asked because we were seeking shelter, so it wasn't really pertinent what the name
Wait.
was.
What is this place called before we go in?
I was just giving them a location of some other good deed that Solvay done that could go in
Okay.
that report.
I'll be sure to count it.
Yeah.
Write it up.
I
All the paperwork.
appreciate that.
I appreciate your death and your service. He's like saying it genuinely, but like
Right.
I have never said this before, or at least not in the last month.
I appreciate your death.
Yes. This guy looks like very tired and probably overworked. I mean, he's like effectively is the sergeant of the northwestern part of town, which is like generally considered sketchiest. Like if you're gonna assign a title, a lot of shadow streets up here, and it's just like
That's the sub-city.
this
I'm
guy's.
assuming.
Well, yeah. This guy's like probably has one of the harder sectors, whatever.
Was he asking like each of us were saying or just Solvay?
I mean, he was asking everyone for either like a group name or personal names, but then Solvay's the only one I answered. No one else did, so he's just like, all right, we'll use that kind of face. Like that's good enough. All right. Anything else you have to think about? Any other details to add? I imagine you're not going to be taking her with you. Kind of nods to
No.
Trili. All right.
Why we brought her here?
I just figured I would, just would ask.
Remember the magic.
Yeah, no, please. Do
Yeah.
not let her put away. I do not want to track her down again.
Oh, trust me. I've been working in this city long enough. I know how this works. Painstakingly tedious.
Appreciate it.
And thank you all.
Thank you,
Yep.
Sergeant.
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 Yeah, that's actually his title and his first name. Scarag is his last name. No, I'm just kidding.
Is it cute?
I mean, he's like 50, but yeah, sure. He's
Okay,
like,
Vesper's gonna.
okay.
Oh no.
I was gonna say he's just got
Vesper's-
kind of like that like handsome old man kind of thing where he was like probably really good looking in his like 20s and 30s, but he's just kind of like just good looking but older, I guess. Not quite Silver
Is
Fox,
he a-
but
Bill?
Oh, so Colin Firth. Yep.
all right, Danielle, focus on the road.
Alright.
Um,
All that is.
So anyway, Vesper is just like as everyone's starting to leave, just gonna give him like a little finger wave and a wink, and then just leave.
okay, he's just kind of like, hey, like gives you a little awkward little not he doesn't seem terribly awkward. It's more just like there's nothing more like what okay, kind of like I don't know what that was for. Thank you. Doesn't know how to respond awkward. Not like he's awkward, I guess. But all right, where would you guys like to go now? With your whole band of everybody.
I'd really like a nap.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I suppose probably a rest is needed.
Oh, what time of the day is it again?
It is about noon right now. Because you guys did a rest in the lab, and then you came out after that with Trili. And it wasn't too long of a walk, but long enough to get you to about noon, maybe 1.
I think I gotta go find Tim's house now. So, anyone remember where
Why?
they found it?
Who's
Yeah,
Tim?
Why are you trying to get to Tim's house?
Because he's supposed to show me or help me with Magnum.
He
Or-
literally said Magnum was gonna have a show before.
Yeah, I understand, but if I annoy him enough, it might work.
Don't think that's
So-
gonna work for you.
He,
The thing with Tim is you don't really find him; he finds you.
I mean, he did have a house. You could just
Yeah, you-
walk
okay,
in.
okay.
Yeah, but you need to know the special knock, and I don't know that.
Well, I don't think it's really a knock. Black was more like digging around, so maybe the secret spot. I don't know. It seems hard to find.
Well, it seemed to me that either I can try to find it, or go annoy him, or something, or I just wait around for, what do you say, 45 days? 30 days? It's a while till the festival thing, right?
Oh,
Well,
okay.
he told you like where he lived.
So here's the thing: you owe Tim a bunch of favors.
Not the other way around.
So you can show up and try to bug him, and he can tell you to get lost, and then you just go. Because you made a deal with someone you probably shouldn't have made a deal with.
Why? He knew
I
what I
don't know.
need to
Tim
know.
seems like a fun guy.
It's true.
Maybe
No, the fun guy was at Crunch's thing.
Is this Solvay or Vesper? No, I'm just kidding.
That was Solvay, because Vesper wasn't at
I know, I
Crunch's
know.
thing.
God.
Actually, that was just Emma. Um,
There it is.
yeah.
So why was it an issue to make a deal with your guys' friend?
Because he's a Fae, and he's definitely gonna use your favors to do mischief.
Mm-hmm.
What's a fae?
Did you just ask what a Fae was?
Well, I mean, like, what's special about being a fae? Isn't like kind of similar to Zoot?
No.
Yeah.
Zoot's not even like
Yeah.
descended from Fae.
What's
Hey,
the
He's
difference?
fair, not fey.
What the fuck's the difference?
I think
Letters.
the
Well,
Where
first
did you grow up?
Arkville, but I was a blacksmith. Like, that's it.
They're not paying attention.
To what? Blacksmith? Like, a tutor? Was it like, being trained as a blacksmith? I
Yeah.
worked as a blacksmith for a generation? Like, I don't know what you mean.
How to
generation.
explain fey? So imagine a tree.
Good
Okay.
start. Good start.
You imagine you
What?
you know what a tree is, right, Elros? Your blacksmithing education went over what a tree is, right?
I know it better than most people here, apparently. I haven't seen a
Perfect.
single
Now
tree.
imagine the tree is tricksy, and it gets very angry, but it is also very
It speaks
happy,
Sylvan.
and it speaks a language that you don't understand.
Important
Well, some
detail.
people understand it.
Speaks a language that you may or may not understand based on your upbringing. Okay, you following me? Following me, Elros? That's a fact.
So
They
it's the tree?
do. Oh, I'm going to make special words at you.
What did the
Zing.
tree have to do with anything?
I don't understand why it's bad to have a deal with them at all.
Well, you see, when you make a deal with them, it's kind of like you give them all the power. That's like their thing. You give them all your power, and you're like, yeah, just do whatever with it. Like if he had been like, oh, I want your name, and I'll tell you where Magnus Bloopus, whoever you're looking for, is.
Magnum Lines.
That was close. You would no longer be called Elros. You just wouldn't have a name.
Yeah, I
would
think
lit-
what he's not telling you is that you have to do whatever their favor is. You don't have a choice.
Well,
Correct.
giving up your name isn't really a choice if you just suddenly don't have a name.
I thought-
Let me DM Alex before I start.
What's up?
butting
Are you asking about the fairy thing?
Well, I'm asking, is that a thing? Like, because I know that's how it works in the Feywild, but I don't think that that's like a characteristic of a Fey. I thought that was a characteristic of the Feywild.
I would say make an Arcana check.
I would
Or
love
nature, I guess. But I'm assuming you're gonna go for it.
I would love Arcana, thank you. Don't take it back.
It probably depends on the Fae more than anything else. Like stronger ones, you imagine will be able to do it anywhere they want.
Okay.
But yeah, it's more both than anything else. Like it's not particularly the Feywild that does it. It's more just like the Fae in the Feywild, which like empowers them because it's kind of like their home plane sort of thing.
Mhm.
It's kind of a complicated aspect, but yeah, I would say that's the
So-
short of it.
I mean, if you ask me to do something bad, why can't I just say no?
Because you don't have the power to not do it. You
It-
already agreed to do it.
Our friend just died, and his soul was taken by a devil because he made an agreement and sold his soul to the devil. And you didn't exactly sell your soul to the Fae, but it's up there on par.
Okay, just to
I
cut
suppose if they
through it.
want it, they could.
Fey creatures have a magical aspect that allows them to make deals that are binding. Okay. Does that make more sense?
I guess. Feel like it should have been said before.
I think
Well-
my
Sort of
analogy was flawless.
No, no, no. I mean, like before when he offered the deal, it should have been like, hey, like I don't mind doing favors with someone that's gonna help me at all, but like I'm gonna say no to
So,
a thing.
like, if you were going to make a deal with someone and they intended to screw you over, you'd like it to be like, hi, let's do this deal, and in the end, I'm gonna screw you over.
Well, I mean, I'd like to at least know that it's like a magically binding. They can ask for anything. I mean, like a favor, it's like that. Like I don't know how I was thinking a favor was kind of like the first thing, like oh, just tell me your story type of thing, or whatever. Like oh, can you run this errand for me? I assume he's a guy that has people run errands. You guys made it sound like he did that for you. There's a big difference between that and like, oh hey, go murder someone and I have to do it.
Your errand could be burning down an orphanage for all we know.
I don't think Tim will do that, to be fair.
I don't
To be
think so
fair, I don't
either.
think Tim's burning orphanages.
I don't know.
I just think that this
me
may
meeting
be a
someone,
lesson in reading the fine print.
me meeting someone new, and you guys going, oh hey, look, it's our friend, and then me making a deal with a random person and it being like, oh you fucked up is kind of.
That
I
is
didn't see that coming.
entirely your fault for trusting a bunch of buffoons.
You see, Vesper and I, he asked us for a favor, and we had a little sidebar, and we hashed out that we didn't want to do that, which is really what you should have done.
Then you should have included me in that sidebar.
Well, you weren't there. You were doing something with an explosion while we were drinking tea and coffee.
That's bad. I had it coming.
Also, I think we're missing over the point. How did you guys get into Tim's house in the first place? Didn't you just go through the door?
No, Black brought us.
But like,
He found a special spot.
but doesn't that mean you found the house?
Well, he already knew where the house was.
But doesn't that mean you walked to the house? So you
I
should
mean,
be able
we
to find
can
the house
just go
again?
to the house. It has like an alarm on the door, doesn't it?
It has an alarm. It's a secret thing that you have to find.
Well, didn't you guys watch him find the secret thing?
No,
Why not?
because his body was in between us and the door.
So
Plus,
you know,
that
like,
man was
a body's
way
worth of
talented.
where it could be. What does that even mean?
He was good with his hands.
She used the handcuffs on him.
I'm gonna ignore what just happened.
I left them behind though, so you could locate object on the handcuffs, find Black, and then get Black to bring you to Tim's house and do the secret code.
How many
No.
handcuffs do you have? You just used some handcuffs on Trili.
I have 2 right now, but I had 6 once upon a time.
More useful. than-
Why?
I don't think you guys want that question answered.
Only half of them were fluffy.
We raided some armory, I guess. They're handy when you
Well,
have
I'm
to
pretty sure that was the
secure someone or
Oh,
want to get
dear.
kinky in bed. I don't know.
Now, if we go see Black, and this is very important, we didn't see anything with writing or anything. He made it very clear his name is Black with 2 Ks. He went out of his way to say that.
Well, that
So-
sounds like a fucking lie.
It is. His name is not Black.
It's white.
Him confirmed.
Who would name their kid with 2 Ks? So stupid.
Sounds unique.
Sounds stupid.
I think I'm biased.
Yeah,
towards
same
unique
as
names,
2
though.
O's.
2 O's are pretty common.
It'd be like having a silent G in your name.
Well, they just like side eyes you.
It's been like mostly Vesper talking Salvations.
Yeah.
At least I don't have 5 names.
It just means I have more than you.
Yeah, to
Therefore
be
better.
fair, that's kind of an honor for him, so...
Yeah.
Not quite where I'd go.
It's tradition.
Well, his honor got him kicked out of home, so.
Ooh,
You know what?
there it
It's
is.
a low blow.
That is
Jose.
what I-
Damn.
I think we should keep her arm.
We don't
Well,
have
forget
an
it.
arm.
Don't-
We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have my arm!
Yes, we'll get it from Tim and then keep it ourselves.
Tim was not willing to part with it.
Yeah, no, that was kind of the price of doing business. Sorry.
No, the price of business was a favor, which we annoyed our way out of.
And then 5
Salad.
favors.
Why don't we just annoy the way out of the other favors of Alaros?
I just, side note, want to say that it was definitely Vesper who got him into 5 favors because she just
Yeah.
nonchalantly said, "Oh, you're gonna have to owe him like 5 favors or something," and he was just like, "Okay."
I'm pretty sure he was like pushing. Like I'm pretty sure he asked for 3, or someone asked for 3, and Tim was like, all right, 3 favors, and then someone said 5, and Tim was like, all right, 5 favors, and then Elros is like, sure.
So I've been helping to gaslight
Yeah.
Elros.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
I mean, to be fair, Elros still offered
Yeah.
like several favors, but yeah, someone else was just like, make it 5, and Tim was like, 5 favors, yeah. I don't remember if it was Vesper
It
or
was
who,
Vesper.
but that sounds about
It was
right.
definitely me.
Ross also made it known that he would have gotten more than 5 favors.
Yeah. That was the
Yeah.
other thing too. Is Elros?
Like, yeah.
Oh my.
Anyway.
Alright, well then
Sorry.
I should find Tim so I can at least start doing these fucking favors then, I guess.
To be fair, you have paid off 1.
I need to find another arm. That
On
is
my
what
downtime I
need
can
to
start
Do you need a
making
hand
more
with that?
Oh.
Mocks her name. Mocks her not having an arm.
Sure, Atticus, Cornelius, Cadacious, Pontiff.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was sincere or not either.
Alright, where should we go?
How awfully friendly of you.
He looks visibly
Maybe
smug.
they'll let you back into the city after all.
Oh, I've gone to the city.
And then ran away again.
It kind of walked
find
out.
my way back to my-
really.
Family, really.
Let's see if I make the like arm portion part, can you make the mechanical action of an arm?
Shit, she could do it better than I could.
Oh, you
She's-
make it. Okay.
Oh, Solveig is very talented. You know, you saw that arm in Tim's house. That was
I didn't know who made
not
it.
how
just
it.
'cause
That
she
was
bought
not
it.
stock. But I mean, I could get it. If you would like my help, I could help Solveig. I know how familiar you are, though.
Well, first I need an arm. Like, just buy an arm.
I
You
could
need
make
someplace to start, you know.
I think you're speaking a different language to Zoot. He usually just makes things from scratch.
Oh yeah, I mean generally, but Eliros has mentioned he's a smith.
guess
Kinda like-
I could I'd say pretty decent. And like
Convenient.
casually just like wipes his suit a little bit.
With glittering
I mean-
blue armor.
Yeah.
I guess Black would be our arm guy, but I have absolutely zero way to get you back to where Black is.
How do you get to places and then have no idea how to find it again?
Okay.
Like,
Okay, let's just drop you off underground and then have you find something. In the cities that you are not native to, huh?
to be fair, that was literally my entire plan coming into this was to walk around underground until I found Magum. So
Okay, well, you probably would have died down there.
it would have
Yeah,
taken a
yeah.
while.
Went
I'd be
all right
fine.
yesterday.
You're awfully confident in yourself.
Yes, I
Got
am.
armor. Look at his armor. How could he
Very
not be
nice
confident?
armor.
I like it. I do think you're a bit naive.
Apparently so. I just made a deal with the fucking Fae. Apparently that means something. So
No, I think you're naive to think you're going to show up in a city and just walk around and find what you want.
He's been adventuring for 4 months.
He could be a naive on multiple.
and honestly,
We've
most
been
of that,
adventuring for 4 months.
And we
The
mainly
fuck
just
I
wander
have.
around, to be fair.
Right, but we have more street smarts than him. So it's different.
Adventure together, maybe, but you think you've got 4 months?
Zoot's been adventuring longer than everyone else been alive combined.
All right, old
I've been adventuring since
man.
Practically. Maybe not with Atticus in there.
I was gonna say, hold up.
I mean, started when I was like 40. So, yeah.
I started when I was around
Fortunately,
48.
who's been adventuring the longest? If you take how many months you've adventured to how many months you've been alive.
Points to Zoot.
Still probably me, unless you consider guarding. I don't know how long have. I mean, Elros is like not in the. Maybe Gozik if you count what he was doing before, but
Solvay just shrugs and says, yeah, I was held underground for like most of my life, so.
is that an adventure? Or
Oh,
is that just sad?
Oh, I guess.
Oh man, her life is depressing.
Wait, you've been. I forgot you lived in the city the whole time. So, wait, any chance you know where this Magam guy is, or who he is, or anything about him? Tim was literally useless, even though he knew
Oh,
him.
if I know anything of this
Huh.
person.
That's interesting.
Did the seemingly omnipotent guy who knew just a little bit about everyone? He didn't know anything.
He knew stuff. He
Random
wasn't
X
telling anyone.
guard. Do you know anything?
Let's see.
Roll. Can I roll
Tim-
for
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
or-
Roll a history check.
Tim knew
Okay.
exactly who it was. He refused to say anything about it. There's a difference than not knowing anything.
True.
He literally knows where the guy's house is.
Yeah, Tim's response
just
What do
was
you want?
that bastard.
Yeah.
Like
He
okay,
knows exactly
so
what-
Magam is he's a character. Okay, so he's one of the guys in the city that's like I mean I don't know if a slumlord is like the right word, but he's like very much so the guy that's like if you need information, he's the place to go. Do I know how to find him? Fuck no. But like you gotta like find your avenues kind of thing.
Okay.
He also every single year, right before the Great Fair that is put on yearly, basically puts on his own little like dance puppets kind of event where he offers just a fuck ton of money for people to go through his sadistic puzzle ridden like whatever it is that he set up.
Oh,
Basically just whoever wants to make a fortune is kind of the general idea of it, but
Fortune, you say.
I was gonna say, so we're gonna do it, right?
I was not on board until you said fortune.
but he's like the thing that is very weird about him is like no one really knows where he came from or how he has his money, but he always knows things that he's not supposed to know or like most people have never heard of. To the point where like sometimes the Magma Corps probably tried to get to him or someone that knows him to find something for a lead.
Right.
Whether or not he actually gave it to them probably relied on what kind of ridiculous things they were willing to do for him. But he's a very interesting
We
individual.
finally found him.
And
Okay.
there's a lot of rumors about like what he is. Most people think he's probably some sort of fae or devil or like
Some
something
kind of clown, maybe. One who jests.
not probably not quite
Um,
that. But I mean, you guys don't really have the information to cross reference that.
So they ask, or he asks Solvay if she knows anything, right? So you guys don't actually know any of that shit.
We know all of it.
She's gonna say, well, that's interesting. What do you know about? What do you know about the all-seeing arbiter?
I don't even know if that's a name or a person or a place. I don't know what an arbiter is.
Okay. What do you know about the Magna Corps?
I know they run this city or police here or something. I've only been here for like 3 days. And one of those was underground.
Well, the Magna Corps serves the Arbiter, who oversees the city. But the thing is, no one knows who this individual is, or where they are, or pretty much anything. It's
The
kind of
arbiter or this Megam?
the Arbiter.
Okay.
My analogy would have made more sense if you knew anything about where you were.
I
Got him.
No.
In the same way, this Magnum character of yours,
Megam. No end.
Magum character. Sorry, I must be projecting. Sorry, that's not Vesper. That's Solvay. Never mind. Character bleeding. Sort of just exists as a concept. He's a real entity, but he just sort of flits about as he pleases. So you're not really gonna have a great time nailing him down. You're in luck, though, I guess, because if you're feeling up for it in a month or so, his fun house of tricks will be open. And perhaps if you can make it through that alive and sane and with all your senses and without giving away any more favors, that you might be able to meet him.
Oh, more Fae. Is this Fae also Fae? Is everyone here Fae? Like the power people, I guess?
What he is exactly is unknown. Fae, devil, demon, trickster, god. Who knows?
Just to clarify, were you saying he is the arbiter? Or could be the arbiter? Or
Oh my god. Analogy is lost on you.
yes. I'm actually very confused right now. I'm trying to follow.
I'm fairly certain Magum is not the Arbiter. I was just saying, no one knows who the Arbiter is, where he goes, what he does. She does? Who knows? Gender is unknown. In the same way that they exist as an entity that is known, so does this Magnum character.
Basically, what she's saying is he's really hard to pin down,
Yeah, I
and you
think
won't
that,
find him unless he wants you to find him.
that was the part I did understand.
Mother.
I'm still confused by the arbiter thing, but I'll just put that on. Push that later.
You should go to a library, put some knowledge in your brain.
Just ignore it. The Arbiter has nothing to do with this situation other than being like another hypothetical thing. Just forget it ever it was mentioned. It's not important. Fish.
See, I don't think that's gonna be how that works out. I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go read the library. Maybe
Yeah, go for it.
it's gonna bother me if I don't figure out what's happening.
Be sure to read a dictionary or a thesaurus while you're there.
Don't know where those are at
But
or what they are. Well, I know what a
You
dictionary
don't know
is,
what
but I
they
don't know.
are?
You want
I
a
don't know what a
thesaurus?
thesaurus is. I don't
If
know
you
what
want a
that one is.
thesaurus, you should try the Wicked Isles.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah,
I don't know which character said that, but I hate it.
I don't think I can swim there. I
no,
don't
you
think
get a
there's.
boat.
Hey, he knows
Well,
that.
okay, but then what the fuck's the point? Why would I get a boat just to go there? Like, I'm not that rich.
You're lit. Okay, yeah, yeah. You don't.
You could sell your armor.
Makes Mastercraft armor. I don't know.
Well, this is my armor. I'm not selling my fucking armor.
No, I
And
get
you-
that. No, don't tell Amanda to sell his armor.
Okay, okay. How
I have
about
a question.
I can make more
Vesper
armor.
raises her hand. I have a question. What do you look like under the armor? Is it just as fitted and sculpted, or is that all an illusion?
Well, I'd like to believe I work out plenty. I mean, when you're standing in front of a furnace for 12 hours a day,
Insert lip bite.
Yo, what kind of shield you got? You got a kite? You got a square shield? Like, what you doing? Tower?
just holds out the shield he's carrying. What?
Yeah, let's get him on here. Just
but-
look at it.
Vesper's gonna come around and just like knock on the chess piece.
It's a little bit bigger than that. The
Yeah.
shield. It is a tower shield. It's just that's the biggest they have. It's not like a wood shield.
Yeah, they have like 2 shields on there. It's super weird, or 3 or something. One of them's really
But
weird.
they have like a lot of small, like little like Spartan ones type of size ones.
Oh, they
Like
have
really
like
small
like
monster ones.
bucklers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. For
Oh.
some reason, they're like a shit ton of those, but like actual like good size shields, they have like 2, and one's wood.
That's
You
weird.
want
So-
the one with the skeleton on it?
Oh yeah, I guess also the really
That's the weird
there
one I
ones.
was thinking of. I think. Where do you guys want? You guys hanging at a tavern or something? I mean, you guys were talking about taking like a rest and stuff, but
Well, Vesper's gonna knock on his chess piece.
oh, sorry, yeah,
Come
keep
around
going.
and
Yeah.
Oh,
let
I will.
it.
I'm gonna say in Dwarven release, and then on my wrists, the 2 stone pieces there will fall off, and then 2 weights on my ankles will fall off.
Oh, she's naked.
No, I still have the armor on. Just like the stone weights at the end of my armor fell off, and I'll like give one of them to a Vesper. Just say, I'd like to keep up with heavy weights all the time. Helps me keep in shape,
Oh God.
and they're like 20 pounds each.
You're gonna like go to hand it to Vesper, and she's just gonna be like, "You could. It's not gonna go well if I try to. She'll try to take it."
I feel like that puts a lot of pressure on your joints. You're gonna hurt when you're old.
20 pounds. I can hold 20 pounds.
Constantly.
fine.
Yeah, you can hold 20 pounds.
And I'm just gonna hand it back. I'm gonna say, "You're even more naive than Prospero. Oh, this is going to be so much fun." And then she's gonna turn on her heels and walk to the nearest tavern.
All right. Is everybody following her?
Yeah, more or less.
I'm gonna put the weights back on, and then start figuring out where the nearest library is.
Okay, so you won't be here. You'll be
Yep.
at the library. Crunch.
Solveig's gonna go home.
That's fair.
Oh yeah. If Solveig's
To
heading
sleep.
out, then Zeus would say,
Before I leave, though, I'll yell. Wait, hold on. I forgot to ask where you guys are staying. I'm at the. I've been at the Dapper Battle Axe. It's kind of out. Actually, I don't know where it is compared to here. I'm pretty lost right now. Where have you guys been staying?
we kind of switch around.
Hearth and Turf? No, that was in
Pretty sure that was in a different city.
that was in
The
Genoa.
Hammerhead.
My bad.
Oh yeah, the hammer.
That's where I met you all. Vesper says.
Yeah.
You guys got the
The
right
Hammerhead?
blim too.
The tall well tab.
Tall tab. Yep. The hammerhead. I can draw where that one's at. I think.
I think we're at the right plim right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with right plim.
Limb.
The hammerhead. I'm trying to think of. Remember where it was. It was like.
There was a super fancy place like up here.
I want to say the
think.
hammerhead was like down here somewhere.
I
Can't
think it was a
remember.
little lower.
Yeah, maybe. It's
Actually, okay, sorry. Solveig is gonna go home by way of Dolrum.
Yeah. If Solveig's heading out, Zoo would say, well, you probably want to make a stop at the Simple Codex. Friend was worried.
How did she?
She. Oh yeah. Yeah, she helped us. Or at least did all she could.
Syra.
Just say,
Thank you.
no problem.
I think Solveig has a high rise.
I
wanna
do.
say.
I have an apartment in the high
Yeah,
rise.
okay.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, we'll put you up here. Actually, yeah, whatever. You're here now. It's not very close to your work, but it's okay.
Close
I
to
want
my
to
point,
like I can't
though.
remember if
Ooh.
Hammerhead was southwest or if it was like on the north side. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, my apartment was supposed to be really close to Hammerhead, but
Yeah,
it's fine.
we'll just move it up here then. I can't remember. Yeah, something like that.
New location.
All right.
I
So
opened up a second one.
Hammerhead.
another
2.
hammer, which is like a very specific like generational tavern. It's
Well,
fine.
they had another generation. What can you say?
Yeah, that's how that works. Elros, you're going to the library. You're just doing some basic learning about the city, or what? Anything you feel like you need to play out? I guess is the real question.
No. Basic learning about the city and about especially Arbiter and anything I can find on Mega Links.
Okay.
Apparently, kind of well known ish.
You would generally get pretty similar information to what you were given on Magam. In terms of the Arbiter, I'll give you just like a real brief overview, which you could also see on my Instagram page, the Tales of Spirit. No, I'm just kidding. At the center of the city is an Arbiter's Hold, which is the tallest building. It has a clockwork, like mechanical eye on top. And the All-Seeing Arbiter is the lead. He is like basically the city governor. No one knows who he is. This is a very important detail, obviously mentioned, but and then there's under him is arbiters, which they kind of generally watch the city and deploy Magma Corps as needed. Magma Corps also work like mildly separate as well, but it's more like, oh, I see something happening over here, and then they get sent there. Yeah, I guess that's a quick rundown. The Arbiter is a position chosen from the Arbiters, or the All-Seeing Arbiter is chosen from the Arbiters. No one knows how or when or anything about it. It is very secretive, and everyone thinks it's sketchy as fuck, and has degraded to the point of the city being super underworldy, or not like black markety kind of thing. But it was always like that a little bit. But yeah. In the past, the ASA was known, but hasn't been for a while. Which everyone thinks is like, that's probably not good, but what are we going to do about it kind of thing. If you have more questions than that, feel free to message me.
Yeah. Also, like, it'll take a while to get through the books, and I'm definitely going to like get frustrated at points and like ask people to like just like ask what like about it instead.
Okay.
That makes like so like I had the book on it and like literally like I don't want to read this and go ask someone about it.
Okay. I think everyone would be able to, like, people would be able to give you oh, that's the wrong color. Like an overview.
Yeah.
Mostly it would be a lot of like almost like babying you, like, here's the very basics of the city, man, kind of thing. Not in like necessarily always like a rude way or anything, but just people would try to help you out. But yeah. Solvay's going home. I assume that's just to. Oh no, you said you were stopping by. Are you gonna stop by the Simple Codex, Solvay?
Yeah, I'll do the simple codex, and then I'll do Dole Room, and then I'll go home and sleep, and hopefully not get killed along the way.
Okay. Anything you feel like you need to play out, or are you just kind of checking in, like, hey, I'm actually alive?
I'm just like, hey, look, it's me, I'm alive, and giving him a hug, and
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that makes sense. You get a warm welcome from both of them. Very different warm welcomes, but yeah, a warm welcome. I would say Asira probably like runs towards you, like, I thought you were dead, like starts crying a little bit kind of thing, but very, very happy to see you. Delrum's more like, yeah, I knew they would be able to do it, kind of thing, like more like that kind of thing, but like in a warm Delrum Dwarven like passive kindness kind of way, I
Right.
guess, whatever.
To both of them, I'll just be like, in the market for a new arm. Like, if you can help a girl out, let me know.
Asira probably would take most of the conversation to like really realize it even. Like she's probably just like, oh my god, you're alive. I'm so happy. And then like, oh, Your arm's not here. Dovin probably would give you a little bit of shit about it part of the way in, but they will both mention that they will look around. And you do make it home without dying, as you said.
Good.
Grant, just to quickly answer your question out loud, because it'd be easier. In general, it is a secretive program, the Arbiter program. Most people are aware of the fact that most people who enter the program, or are accepted, I should say, are elites children, like the children of elites. So it's very... It didn't necessarily used to be like that, but it's now just sort of like, oh, yes, of course they made it in. Their parents have money kind of thing. They probably bought them in, sort of. But there are others. It's not necessarily like public knowledge, but if you follow like who's joining, that is things that you can find. But if they're ever dismissed or died, they're not usually known. It's sort of just like so and so is accepted in the fine print. But yeah. Anybody else have anything to do? I think Zoot, you were saying something about talking to Sylvia on our way out. I guess maybe that's chronologically out of order, but
Tell her about the simple codex.
oh yeah, okay. Anybody else have anything you would like to do?
Vesper would like to ask Prospero if Prospero wouldn't mind sending a little message to Arya.
Oh my god,
Just-
I'd be so pleased.
Okay,
I
just
mean-
like let her know that I made it, and Reynard's dead, and I love her.
Alright. Let's cue it up. I start casting sending. I say, Arya, love, this is Prospero. Vespa's good. Reynard is dead. We're all fine otherwise. Vespa loves you. And thinks you're hot. And so do I. What's
That
up?
was exactly 25.
I was just guessing. That's amazing. Okay. Any response?
Sorry.
That's a no.
So do I. Now he's
Ghosted.
answering questions.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so
Ghosted. Sorry.
no, relax. Arya comes back with let's see, what is Arya's voice? Very kind of you to check in. To be fair, I guess Vesper and I have agreed that you are also hot. And that-
Prospero like fist bumps.
Don't read into that. The message is done.
Button pops. No condolences about Reynard.
She probably knew him. I guess she.
Yeah,
she,
but like
yeah,
no,
you're
like
right.
ugh.
She probably would have sent like, I'm sorry about your friend. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Gosh, keep it together.
I was typing while you were sending the message, totally blanking on the fact that I was gonna need to respond to that. That's my fault. So, but yeah, that is the message that you get in response. So let's go back to the tavern. Why not? Because that's fun. So it's the 5 of you, I suppose. I don't know where Vesper. Oh, there you are.
I picked a table.
Yeah. It like moved you up and then down and then back up. It was, I don't know what happened, but I might have bumped it or something. Okay, so Solvay's home. Is Elros eventually gonna come back here, you said? Or are you meeting at the other one? Or going to the other? I guess I don't know where here is. You guys agreed on a place, right?
Yes.
Okay, so unless anyone else has anything to do for the evening, any other errands or such to run, you guys will meet for dinner or just drinks in the evening. Ross, this is assuming you have completed your little library journey.
Yeah, after the library, I'm gonna try to find Tim's house without telling him.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Oh, no. I am going to use
Oh.
that on handcuffs. See if we can find it.
Just on handcuffs?
So the first time I'll use it on handcuffs, but then I'll realize, wait, and I'll look for Solveig's arm.
Yeah, it'll just lead you to like the nearest Magma Corps or something, or maybe just like some offshoot location that just happens.
It just like bring him back to Vesper.
Yeah, so I'll do that. Like the first time will be for
Okay.
handcuffs, then I'll be like, wait a second, and then I'll be for Solveig's arm after.
Okay. Make an
I'll find
investigation check then with advantage. We'll say to see if you can get in the right location, and then.
Oh boy, big numbers are coming.
It's not just the modifier that's low; it's the
Investigation.
rolls that are low.
I was gonna say, investigation is intelligence based, and if I'm reading this character
Yeah.
right,
Oh, you're reading it right. It's not great. So you wander around for a while, a couple hours probably, before you kind of realize that you're like, oh wait, he brought them from his like teleport away home. He probably doesn't have them sitting in this random house. Damn. Like this is like hours after hours of trying to walk around. So yeah, you don't find his house.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's close. It's close.
It was close, yeah. But would you like to return to the tavern after that?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So Atticus is standing in the middle of the floor. No,
That's a very Atticus thing to do, though.
Atticus would just start breakdancing out of nowhere.
He's only done it
or
once.
playing
okay.
the violin just like in the
Yeah.
middle of the
While
floor.
breakdancing. No, I'm just kidding.
Holy shit.
I'm just kidding. No, so you guys meet up for the evening. Yeah. You have drinks poured, a meal. Solvay's off sleeping somewhere in her house.
3 times in a row if she can.
She can for 3 days, but she can't long rest more than once every 24 hours.
Sounds like
Uh,
a
alright.
3-day affair.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, she'll at least get one in.
So the rest of you, anything you guys want to talk about or do, or what's the next step for the group?
So do we say Solveig wasn't here at this
Now
point?
that you,
Solvay's not here. That's correct.
yeah, Solvay's not here. Well, now that you've gotten me up here to Port O'Hare, what's the next plan, huh?
Well,
The festival's in. You know, if only there was an easy way to break a month down into, 4 or 5 different segments of time. I guess we'll have to
You can do
come
5.
back to that.
We could just like make up a word for it.
just count out the days like a normal person.
You know,
Why don't we just
Counting out-
call it a week?
right, because counting out all those days makes you feel weak. But we spell it differently, so you know it's that type of week.
Right. I think that's a genius plan.
Don't go messing with the standard.
Okay, so in
I
45 days, we got the festival.
Is it 45 days? I don't actually know what date it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it is. We got 45 days until the festival.
Not quite. but-
So I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna get this.
Vacation.
You guys
Yeah,
ever
that-
wanted to take a vacation in the Bold Dunes?
You're the one standing all the way over there in the middle of the bar.
Right. I don't actually know why it didn't drag me over.
He sits down. There's a little.
The Bold Dunes, we were just there the other day.
Okay. Do you want a vacation there?
So that's not much of a field trip. Like
It's very
the
warm.
desert
it's very
sucks.
and we were just there, and I've been there so many
It's-
times of
it's
my
such an
life.
effort to get out there. So.
It's like 40 up here, like.
Yeah, we
I
already
seem
made
to be
friends
going
with
with
people over there.
Elros.
It's not worth going back yet. They
I
don't miss
don't
us
think
yet.
we're going to find those ruins that easily. It's a very big desert.
Plus, you gotta find Mechana or whatever.
Magum. I don't.
I was close.
I don't
It
think.
counts.
I think you're getting farther away.
I was close. It counts. You know what I was saying.
I was confused there.
I thought you were talking about doing something there.
I thought you were talking about Atticus's like twin siblings.
Wait, you have twins?
They're not my siblings.
Oh, cousins, whatever. I don't remember.
Yes, I tried to
Sorry.
forget them well.
Wait, so you guys are all born on the same day? That's kind of cool.
Yes, all of us were.
Oh, no, I mean
Everyone
like
at
him
this
and his
table
twins.
was born on the same day.
Yeah, well, actually, what day were you born, Ellie?
Ooh,
What's your birthday?
get him.
Yeah, oh.
Get him.
Throw in
he
your
was a-
favorite color while you're at it.
He was a blacksmith. They didn't have calendars. He doesn't know what birthdays are.
No, he knows. I'm sure.
Integral character building. Come on, Grant.
It's important.
I
if you wanted-
actually did think about making it and completely forgot to. So
I mean, if you wanted to be in our group, you gotta tell us what your birthday is, and you have
It's
to.
okay. We already forgot Zoot's birthday, so it's fine.
I know when my birthday is.
Zoo was the
You have to
first
do
one
it
to
Yeah,
forget
we
his
can make you
birthday.
Passed already.
You have to do it, or we're gonna make you sit at the table that's definitely not just a giant blown up plate.
It does look very plate-like. I feel like I
It's
can eat off it.
a round corner booth that doesn't have a
Corner
booth.
booth?
That isn't a booth.
That's not a giant blown up plate. You're just not loading your roll 20 very well.
But you could get one that's a giant blown up seat. Also, there's so many options.
Yeah, but those ones have big legs. They're not good for the corner. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to. You end up too close with one of those with like Warjack or something, you're gonna get stuck on the like
True.
on it. and
What
it's stuck.
all right.
What do you do for fun, Elros? What's a fun day for you look like?
I told you I was a blacksmith for 12 hours.
Okay,
It's not
that's
really-
what you
no,
do.
yeah. There wasn't much time for fun. I'd go home and take care of my kids for a bit and
You
then go to
kids?
sleep. Yeah,
Yeah,
two.
you said you could this whole time.
Well, imagine that didn't pop up recently since we've been here.
I kind of wish I could do that picture thing because it'd be really nice to have a picture of them.
Yeah, I can't help you there.
How old are they?
Taryn just turned, I think, 8, and Unveer is 5.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like Terran and Zerg or something.
And are you married to their mother? Or...
Yeah. Fayville, she's definitely the love of my life, but I mean, not here, so try not to talk about it or think about it too much. Just try to get back faster, which means finding these eggs faster, like going to the Bulb Dunes if we're gonna wait for a month and a half.
It's a motive I can get behind.
You have my sympathy, but I'm not doing that.
I mean, I don't want to go to the Bone Dunes right now either. I'm just saying getting back to someone you
Oh
love.
yeah, well yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think we all agree with that sentiment.
Yeah.
But I think going back to the Bold Dunes is on the bottom of everybody's list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, he's done a lot
See,
to enjoy.
Except for Atticus,
Yeah.
I would assume.
Well,
But
I was the one that objected to it since I've been there probably more
We
than anything
just
I thought you wanted to find the
Speak.
eggs.
I
else.
mean,
Yes, I
but-
do.
Not enough then, huh?
Well, I'm
Can we
not
just
even
for a
joking.
moment talk about what that Bill guy said about how it was the time of the dragons?
I really wish I could have talked to him.
Yes,
Like-
that does concern me.
We met him
Does
very
it?
briefly.
He's just kind of a nutty old dude. There's plenty of us around.
I mean,
It's
don't you think it's rather relevant?
Yeah.
Third of your party.
Not
But-
many of you
but,
get struck
like,
down by an ice dragon.
Atticus
He just got
has
struck.
dragon stuff.
I
And
wanna-
Elros has dragon stuff.
I want to look at Zoot and see if he had any self-awareness about what he said.
Oh yeah, that was fully intended to be pointed at Atticus.
See, I know though. Usually you ignore that old guy that's crazy in the corner and stuff, but I also don't think I've ever seen someone be in someone's vision. Then to see them talking about dragons, and then them to be literally smited by an ice dragon from like miles away. So
How many times have you seen people from other people's visions?
0. But you know what I mean. The point still
Well-
is there.
Well, we don't know you very well. I don't know if you're hearing voices in your head.
Nope.
You know,
Oh, you're hearing
Also, a
voices in
third
your
of your
head.
party.
only when they tell me something I can't read what it is.
I can make voices in your head.
Oh.
Wait. Can I write something down in Infernal?
Yeah. See, it's got printer paper in
Um,
his back pocket.
Yep. I'm just gonna
Jack holding the
write
books
down.
off.
I want to see if this works, and just slide it across the table to go.
Okay. Atticus, the writing also catches your eye. But Gozak, you do hear the same back in the back of your head somewhere, as the writing basically like rearranges itself, or like maybe that's just what it looks like. You're really not sure if it's actually rearranging, but then it says plain as day. It's like just like reading common.
I think it works pretty well.
I mean, it's really cool. I can cast a spell to do that, but having a person in your head, I'll take the spell.
Well, isn't that the funniest thing? I don't know what it is.
Well, the funniest thing being I can only do the spell because I guess I technically also have someone in my head.
You guys are very nonchalant about this.
Isn't
Well,
this
the person
common
in my
thing?
head is my mom. Isn't that better than the creepy entity in his?
I mean, you're not
Somehow,
wrong.
no.
No, wait, no, it is significantly better. I disagree.
This entity, for me, lets me breathe underwater. I think we can all agree that's pretty cool, right?
How
That is
often
pretty-
have you needed to breathe underwater? Like, I don't go swimming very much. It doesn't seem useful.
Well, I'm a boat guy, so
But
it's
then you'd
always
be on the
helpful.
boat, not in the water. No? Wait,
Well, things always go bad, don't
Fair
they?
point.
We'll help you figure out fun one of these days, Elros. We'll get you figuring out fun eventually.
Maybe on his
oh,
bird.
I
He
guess
has
I
two
guess
kids,
also
he knows how to have fun.
I do work out in my downtime if I ever find any. Is that fun? I think it's kind of fun.
I mean, some people enjoy it.
Fun is whatever you make of it.
Yeah, I take it back. Actually, blacksmithing can be fun.
I enjoy it. I mean, I got into it not because I was forced to or anything. I
Yeah.
genuinely enjoy it.
After some introspection, what I do for fun is tinker, and that is basically an alternate form of blacksmithing. So, well, adjacent.
Prospero, what do you do for fun?
I read. I smell plants.
Danielle, is
I-
that you?
Daydream. You
Okay.
know.
Nice.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
So I hate to keep bring
Atticus, what do you do for fun?
Well, besides being on the streets for those few years, I was,
That wasn't for
exploring
fun,
Trili.
Atticus.
I know, that wasn't for fun. I was saying before then, of course. I figured that part didn't really have a lot of fun in it, did it? Well, that got
Fair
depressing.
Runes, you studied runes? Is that what you said?
No, explored rooms. That's how that's what my family does. We go on,
Oh, that's right.
expeditions. And of course read books and stuff. That's not always fun, but it can be interesting.
Yeah, that's a pretty common Eleanor pastime.
That's what happens when you live in a mountain.
Full of runes, yeah.
We should all go dancing. That's fun. No? Okay. That's my
What?
idea of fun.
We could. What type of dancing, I suppose?
I mean, last time we went dancing, the dude jumped out of
Was that really
What?
dancing though?
I was
He
dancing.
didn't really dance, but
I was chasing a rabbit, which I had to leave behind.
I believe I started a cult.
Still a little upset about that.
I still haven't heard from them.
It was a
What's
good
going
night.
on?
I'm very confused.
I am also. This is.
We went to a club. I think they gave us like Fey Dust or Glimmer, and then it just went off the rails for some of
Yeah.
You
us.
did drugs without me?
Well, you were on
Yeah.
vacation. We were up here and on vacation kind of as
We
well.
can go back.
So why don't
So I
you
don't
guys do
think
for
they
fun
did
then?
drugs without you.
Oh.
Alright, we're even.
You did drugs without us.
Elros,
Yeah.
you don't do drugs for fun. You do drugs to enhance the fun.
But I mean, I've never done those, so couldn't
You
say
ever been
anything.
swing dancing?
Yes. And I loved it.
He was a
Prospero, do you
black-
want to go tonight?
Why not?
Yeah, the local swing dancing club, I'm sure, is around here, around the corner.
All you need is music, and then you just dance.
Yeah, because
I
Paul
actually
was
led
fine.
a ballroom dancing group back in Wiedsheim.
You know, Portal Hill's a pretty alternative city, you know. There probably is a swing dance club around here somewhere.
Yeah, just music will be a
Wait,
little
can you repeat that sick burn? I didn't hear it.
Me?
Who?
Was no sick burn, not this time.
I think it was just relevant information.
Well, I have someone I'm supposed to meet at the old casino tonight, and probably will be
Doing drugs
talked
with
down
them.
to by the woman I tried to scam out of a fancy deck of cards for the third night in a row.
Oh, that sounds
No.
fun.
Are you gonna end up in jail again?
I don't think so. She definitely told me her name, but I don't remember it. But this is far more legal than other places I've been to.
Oh, you need some backup, or are you good?
Yeah,
No,
what are you
I'm
there
good.
for?
My good for I'm just making money.
Oh,
You
yes.
know, do a little pew pew.
The mage thing.
Do you
Yeah.
need to like rest before you go?
I think I have a pretty decent wellspring of magical energy within me still, that
Ew.
it would not performance would not be impacted.
I mean, you
That
have like
sounded
Whatever
sort
it
of
is.
dirty.
you have like 10 hours before.
I don't know what type of day it is.
I mean, we walked in here at like noon, so you.
We're at
def-
dinner, right?
Yeah, no, this is after everyone
We
was hanging
fast
out for-
forwarded to dinner.
Okay.
Oh, I can
Everything
hear
is
again.
falling apart.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
No, I can't.
You've been a little quiet,
No.
Prospero. Oh,
He's gone.
Oh, boy.
Prospero, take
Well-
off your earmuffs. You can't hear us.
So we can just have fun for the next month and a half.
Yeah.
Or we could do something else.
Honestly, we were supposed to be having fun for the last 2 weeks, but we got.
Trouble seems to come our way, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to just like build shit.
Elros, I'll tell you what, because you look like you're not having fun. I'll ask around, figure out about this Morgoth person.
The
I'm
date
just gonna
tomorrow.
grab the paper from Vesper and just write like in like big letters, Magum lengths on it, and just hand it to him. He seemed to be struggling to remember his name.
There you go.
Oh, you can spell.
Okay, the paper's not for writing.
Oh my god.
I mean, maybe it's this big, but I'll have to go to like a specialty store. Oh, Magum. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, there it is. There you go. That's what you see on the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not changing anything, absolutely not. But
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll ask around, see if these people know anything. They're supposed to get back to me about a robot arm. which we've already found.
Well, I mean, Solvay still needed a robot on. Maybe it's like
Yeah,
a,
that's true.
I wouldn't mind the challenge of making that if we have time, but I don't really have great material. And I also don't know what colors she'd want. Or metals or design. So
I think
maybe I'll
color-
go talk to her
yeah.
tomorrow or something.
See,
Wait.
I'm gonna need that hat for tomorrow.
Oh,
I've-
yeah, you got the hat. Suitable
I have no idea.
Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
I have no idea how to find Solvay. I guess I'll figure out I'll talk to her whenever I see her again, because she finds us.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be headed over to a workshop. If you want to.
Oh. Oh, I'll join.
Yeah, I mean,
At least
We could-
there's nowhere to go then.
yeah, we can rent out like adjacent shops, or I mean, I guess we can use the same one. I probably won't be using the forge much right now. But
Finally.
yeah, we can start.
Hello. Hey.
Yeah, well, yeah, those fingers are gonna be a bitch to mold though.
Prospero, you finally took off your earmuffs.
Yeah, sometimes I have temporary deafness. I think it's from all the times my school bullies used to hold my head underwater until my eardrums ruptured.
Atticus looks at
Happened multiple
eyes of
times?
a man and just like gives him a puzzling look, like you got bullied.
Okay.
Ginormous.
Yes,
That was some trauma I wasn't expecting.
Yes, that was a little bit of an unload, a dump, if you will.
I mean, I had to. The only way I could cope was to become bigger, stronger, and
Yeah,
handsomer
Handsomer.
yeah, boys.
than them
will be
all.
boys.
I just became beautiful. Oh, that's a way to cope.
Yeah, no.
You know, I'm sure you and Elaros could work out together and help each other lift heavy things. I don't really know what else there is to the working out.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the point, isn't it?
I don't have another suit of armor for Prosper to wear. I always work out in this.
You work out, Jesus.
Oh, that's gotta stink.
You know,
I'll make sure to clean it thoroughly.
I find that sometimes I never feel more manly than when I only work out in chainmail and nothing else.
Okay, maybe don't work out in the forge.
Oh my god.
I'm learning a lot about working out. I don't know if I like any of it.
Yeah, we learned a lot about other people here.
My favorite workouts are done naked.
Another button pops.
Just on fucking call.
On command. How many buttons does Prospero own?
Well, there's 3 that are sewn on the shirt at all times, but he has about 15 spares.
Well, remember,
At all times.
it is
that's
kind of
Until they're not.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
you do have mending too, so
Yes.
Wait, you
so-
can
You know
just
what?
create buttons with
Can't
mending? Or you just put them back on?
Yeah.
Put it back on.
No,
Men-
I thought Zoot
Get
had
back
mending.
on.
Dude does have mending.
Oh no, I
Both have
did
mending.
get mending for this purpose
Yeah,
alone.
you said you picked it up later.
Yes.
You know, Prospero,
Yes.
what you could do is you could go to one of the magic shops here and get them to enchant your buttons. So at like the end of the day, they just reattach themselves wherever they popped off at to your shirt. I think you might save a lot of money in the
Buttons
long
of
run.
returning.
What if they pop off in the morning? Then it
I
would
don't-
take all day for them to come back.
Usually my buttons are all off in the morning,
Well,
but
yeah,
you
then
know.
Prospero's just walking around like he normally does.
But
Hey,
that's
you
A
know,
little
that's
bit
a good
earlier in the day.
yes, it was.
Good point.
Just buy a nice shirt. Like it shouldn't pop off all that often.
Oh my god, I forgot that
It
your
seems
fucking
that-
shirt is open on your Hero Forge.
Seems that whatever shirt I buy, the same thing happens every time.
You should buy bigger shirts,
Yeah,
maybe.
and buy a shirt that fits
Well,
you.
and even when I decided to get a shirt that didn't have buttons, my nipples would just harden instead. So
What is? How?
I
What?
feel like
That doesn't seem
Crunch.
comparable.
Cha has a weird effect on you.
Are you sure
Oh.
Cruncher is the goddess of like plants and stuff?
she has a fantastic sense of humor. I dare say.
You saying Cruncher is controlling your nipples?
Oh no, that's just biology.
Yeah, just pinch them.
Not to say that I wouldn't be into nipple play if the opportunity presented itself.
No, you know, I actually didn't ask that. Believe it or not. It was not the.
I feel like Sinel should just show up right now.
You mentioned nipple play.
You
You
called?
Summoned?
Oh my god. Jesus.
My specialty.
What do you think about nipple play? Help settle the debate here.
No, sorry, she doesn't actually show up. I was just kidding. But that would be amazing.
What does Ellie think about it?
Yeah, what is that?
He is like definitely like sitting there like, is this worth it?
Yes. Always.
Alright. So, I guess we might be time jumping next session. So that's interesting.
I want to have my date.
You want to have your date
I want my date.
with Brennan?
Who?
Yes.
You want to do that now, or do you want to do it next
find
time?
out more. No, we can do it next time.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
with the
we
with the,
can't time skip until I
with
get
that
my
fucking
date.
guard, or not guard, that like
It's
crime
not even
person.
guard. He was like a
Just
has ties to Genalia. I got to get the deets.
roll on a wheelbarrow. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Selling drugs or something. I don't know.
Well, we shall leave it there. I guess I'll probably have a lot of conversations with people in the next week about what... Because it might be like a montage of scenes as part of a time skip sort of thing, so...
As long as you play Rocky in the background.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if that's actually allowed on YouTube, but if it is...
You could play 3 seconds.
Dude, I could take you to the spots during the training montage
There you
and
go.
get shot. Because they're in like the fucking worst parts of the city. I can do it. I got
Amazing.
it.
Alright.
It's just gonna be a montage of Elrosa like all these different random doors trying to find Tim's house. The entire time.
Is your
Just
name
knocked
Tim?
He just
No.
gave up on finding Magam and started going after Tim instead.
At least Tim can run.
Tim can get away. So I guess we'll leave it there.